Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. We are going over the courier industry. This is something that any of y'all can do just using your personal vehicle, just transporting cargo, not only medical supplies, devices, equipment, but also auto parts, also liquor and luggage, legal documents, airport delivery, so on and so forth. There's not just medical stuff to transport. So y'all get in here, you'll get all the information that you need. It's good to see y'all on this good Monday morning, okay? Let's get up, let's be encouraged, let's do what we got to do this week, okay? Let's make God proud, okay? He woke us up. Let's make sure that we do what we need to do, okay? I'm going to go over all the steps. The only requirements to be a courier is that you are 21. Good morning, dose of bougie. Good morning, good morning. The only requirements to be a courier: 21, valid license, registration, insurance, and a decent driving record. What's considered decent is no more than 3 infractions in the past 3 years. 3 and 3, y'all. 3 and 3, okay? Now, we're using the vehicle. Thank you, Jew. We're using the vehicle time insurance that we already have available. Hold on, y'all, because I didn't even drop the price for y'all. And no, I'm not focused on selling something, but some people have been waiting, okay? Some people have been waiting to join Road to Revenue. Let me drop this price for y'all to $55. Let me do that before I get to talking. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay. Here we go. So, vehicle time insurance that we have available. The vehicle could be a sedan, SUV, minivan, pickup truck, as long as it's at least a 2010 or newer. Hey, Cherie. Good morning. As long as it's at least a 2010 or newer. Thank you, Jew, for liking the live. We can use that thing. So, it could be a sedan, SUV. Thank you, Cherie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It could be a sedan, SUV, minivan, pickup truck. As long as it's at least a 2010, y'all, we can use that thing. Now, we can rent if we need to. You can use family and friends vehicles. You just have to opt into the insurance coverage. If you're going through a rental company, opt into their insurance or have your own insurance that you can show them. Or if you're using family and friends, the insurance doesn't have to be in your name nor the vehicle, but you must be listed as a driver. Okay, so vehicle time. So you could be a part-time courier. You could be a full-time courier. It's up to you and your goals. If you just want to make this a side hustle, y'all, just let it be a side hustle. Who's to tell us as 1099 contractors that we must do this as a full-time thing? Just let it be a side hustle. You want to make a couple extra $100 a week, you can do that, okay? Go on, make your little money, and go on about your business. Now, thank you, Nara, for liking the live. Let's say you want to take it all the way. Form an LLC. Make it a legit business. Make it your main source of income. You could do that as well, y'all. I worked for Geico from 2021 till May of this year. My partner, he was at Best Buy as a home theater tech. So, and I was a full-time college student. So I'm telling y'all, use the time that you have available. Thank you, Sean. Use the time that you have available, and then, you know, scale down the line. We started this in a 2016 Kia Forte. If y'all go look at our page, now we are in cargo vans. But this whole thing started in a 2016 Kia Forte. We didn't have thousands to go spend on a cargo van. Okay? So just start with your current resources is what I try to stress, because people just look at people in cargo vans and compare people's years in to their day one. Or maybe they just had the money to go get a cargo van. Everybody's situation is different, okay? So HIPAA and bloodborne pathogen. No, I'm sorry, let's back up to insurance. The insurance aspect, well, let's back up again to time. If you're doing this part-time, you're aiming for $500 weekly, okay? No taxes is coming out because we are 1099. Now, of course, you'll still be taxed. When it's time for tax season, you need to keep a record of your maintenance, your repairs, your mileage, even the food you eat, any supplies, anything is a write-off, whether you have a LLC or not, even just as a 1099 contractor. Any cost incurred by your courier work is a write-off, y'all. It's a write-off. So you're aiming for $500 weekly. Now you're doing this full time. You're aiming for $1,500 weekly. Now, getting into $2,000, $2,500 plus is when you scale this business down the line. And we'll talk about how to scale. I'm not a gatekeeper, y'all. You can feel the info I'm already giving. I'm not a gatekeeper whatsoever. I don't gatekeep because there's no way for y'all to affect my business wherever y'all are. This is $1 trillion transportation industry that we're talking about. We're not just talking about medical courier, medical courier, medical courier. I could give a F about medical courier, okay? We transport way more than medical stuff, okay? So y'all got to keep your options open. We'll talk about all of it. So let's get back to insurance. This insurance, so I said, did I say if you're doing full-time, you're aiming for $1,500? I think I said that, but if not, that's what we do. We stack high-paying contracts, y'all, not apps. So people on the apps like to get in my comments, is it echoing, Chris? Is it better, y'all? Can y'all hear me better? I'm sorry about an echo. But people on the apps like try to naysay in my comments. We're going to look at a contract that literally pays $1,200 a week. Okay, thank you, Dosa Bougie. Chris, I don't know what's going on, love, but I know you'll get it together, girl. Maybe exit and come back. But what was I saying? Oh, people on the apps, they're like, oh, the most I've ever made was $50. Okay, y'all. The most I've ever made was $50. The most I've ever made was $100. Okay, that's because you're on an app. We don't run apps. People all the time, what's the app? Hey, what app are you using? What app is that? What app do you deliver for? We don't deliver for apps. I don't have time to guess about what I'm going to be paid, y'all. We got bills to pay. So we go for contracts. I'm going to tell y'all how to look and how to obtain contracts the right way. Because, of course, securing a contract is going to be the hardest part. Anything worth having is not just going to come easily. These content creators with no cargo anywhere on that page, they're not even in this industry. Meanwhile, y'all are buying stuff from them. Okay? I'm telling y'all. Half of them are telling y'all that a contract is just going to fall out the sky and into your lap. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Okay? Everybody and their mama right now needs a source of income. Look at the status of our economy. No job is coming easy. So if a job won't come easy, you think a contract is going to come easily? Okay? You got to get out there and grind. Thank you, Cherie. I appreciate you. So insurance. You need full coverage, standard auto insurance. Okay, now there's things other than commercial. Before the insurance agents get to talking, oh, you won't be protected if you get in an accident. Listen, there's things to protect you and your cargo and your vehicle besides commercial insurance. Okay, you could get business insurance. You can add a cargo coverage. Thank you, Cherie. You can, on your standard auto policy, up your coverage limit. Any standard policy holder can choose to up their coverage limit just because they want to be more protected. I worked for Geico, so they're still going to get in my comments. Oh, I'm going to find out if you're a courier. I'm going to First of all, no adjuster is pulling up on scene of the accident, okay? Quickly communicate. I bet you that courier company will come and get that cargo. First of all, we've never even been in an accident. Not to say that it's not going to happen. Okay, stuff happens. But it's rare. Okay, it's rare that you get in an accident to where cargo is just flying everywhere. Let's be for real. Okay, so nobody knows what that stuff is. That could be Amazon packages. That could be you moving. Who knows that it's cargo unless you open up your mouth and say that it's cargo. Okay, so they act like they're high and mighty. I know from dealing with them. You can be an adjuster all day long, but just like there's loopholes in insurance, we can have our own loopholes. We can do our own thing because really that shit is a scam if we're being honest. Okay, so F them. Anyways, HIPAA and bloodborne pathogen. This teaches you how to keep patient information confidential, and it teaches you how to safely transport. Y'all, let's like this live. 100-some people in here. Let's get these likes up. It teaches you how to keep patient information confidential, and it teaches you how to safely transport biohazard materials. So this is only assisting y'all. Thank you, Miss Crystal. This is only assisting y'all on the medical side of deliveries. So these content creators, thank you, Dosa Bougie, they are setting y'all up. Thank you, Chris. They're setting y'all up to be medical couriers and medical couriers only. Okay, and it's a shame, y'all, because I'm about to show y'all that transportation is $1 trillion industry. I didn't say million. I didn't even say billion. I said trillion. Trillion with a T. Okay? So there's no way for $1 trillion industry to be oversaturated. Now, people that are ignorant to that fact, they just run their mouth. They just regurgitate stuff that they heard from other people. I know when someone's ignorant, and ignorant doesn't mean stupid. It means you simply do not know. So let me show y'all. Okay? Okay. Trillion with a T. Okay? You can never in your life touch $1 trillion. I don't care how hard you work. Y'all, do we know the billionaires? So even the truck drivers, there's some truck drivers that are ignorant to that fact. They say, oh, somebody was in my live last week, a truck driver. I'm not hating on no truck driver. You're a courier through and through. Okay, but a lot of them still don't even have realistic expectations, and you're a courier more than anybody. He was talking about, oh, let's be honest, it's oversaturated, it's slow. Yeah, it's slow for you because you're putting your livelihood in the hands of whatever company that you're working for. And not to say anything about that, but we go out here and we get our own contracts. We do our own thing. So I can't vouch for what success you'll see dealing with any company. All I know is we go for contracts. That's what we do. We stack contracts. So HIPAA and bloodborne pathogen teaches you how to safely transport these materials and how to keep that patient's information safe in accordance with HIPAA laws. So this is only helping you for the medical delivery. So yes, there's pharmacy deliveries, hospitals, doctor's offices, vet clinics, nursing homes. What else, y'all? Dental offices, anything medical. That's what that helps you with. But y'all, we transport auto parts. This is our main source of income. Auto parts have to get to body shops, dealerships, collision centers. To get contracts, do you need a dispatcher? No, dispatching is when you're going over the road. We're not over the road. We stack local contracts. So we secure our own contracts. No dispatcher involved. No over the road. We're local. I see my man every day. We used to be over the road. And they were just giving him a whole lot of BS. This is why I say when you're working with companies, when you're leaving your livelihood in the hands of dispatchers, or if you're trying to secure your own loads, and because your authority hasn't aged, you're not getting anything good. Okay, I cannot vouch for nobody over the road. Okay, I can't. We didn't like it. I didn't like not being able to see my man. So we brought our operation local, and it's been the best thing for us. Now, of course, there's people that see success over the road. More power to them. But the best thing for us was bringing our operation local. So there's no dispatcher. There's no none of that. So I'm getting to it, Miss Crystal. So HIPAA and bloodborne pathogen. You get it only for the medical side of deliveries. Don't get an auto parts contract and be talking about, oh, I'm HIPAA and bloodborne pathogen certified. They don't even know what that is. Okay? You don't need any certification to deliver auto parts or liquor and luggage or legal documents. You don't have to be a notary to transport all types of legal documents. We've delivered to Home Depot, literal printer paper and toilet paper. I'm going to show y'all this. Okay? So when I say we deliver to the airports, shipyards, there's way more to deliver than medical stuff. But they're choosing to only focus on medical. Why? Probably because they're not even in the industry. So you get that training, you look up HIPAA and bloodborne pathogen. A whole lot of companies will pull up. Y'all literally go through whoever. I promise you, it's not some big thing like some people like to make it. It's simple. It's an online certification. The answers will be given to you. You can look them up if you need to. It's not like you're taking a class like we back in school. No, okay? You get it done. You'll get it done in like 30 minutes. Nothing crazy. Maybe 90 if you're taking your sweet time. It's not anything complicated. This is why we can put this off until we're going for a contract that actually requires it. Okay, they're not expensive either. There's one company, I think it's like American Health Association. They sell the HIPAA, I think, for like $9.95 or something like that. It's nothing crazy, y'all. Okay, so when it's time to apply, let's talk about this. Thank you, Miss Crystal. When it's time to apply, this is where I'm going to lose some more people. Some more people going to start logging off, okay? Because a lot of people are not going to put forth the effort that it actually takes to secure a contract. This is never a one and done kind of thing. Here in our small town, y'all, it took us almost a month while my man was over the road and we were sick of that. I said, you know what? I'm going to start looking for local contracts. It took us almost a month. Took me almost a month to get him off that road because I'm like, I'm searching and I'm searching and I'm searching, but we're in a small town. I'm not in Atlanta. I'm not in Savannah. We're in middle Georgia. Anybody that's been here, you know, it's country. Okay, it's country. So the contracts are few and far in between. You got to really get out there and grind. You're in Cali, so it's kind of the same in Cali. The opportunities now, they're there, but sometimes, y'all, everything is not online. You have to market yourself to your local businesses. You got to get out there and market yourself in your courier service. Everything may not be online or on Google or Indeed or CB Driver. You got to get out there and get it. So the people that continue to do their part are the ones that see success. If I would have given up week 1, week 2, week 3, we wouldn't be now here where we are in 2 cargo vans. This is why I say, how much do I what? I just answered. Okay. So that being said, y'all, I'm just saying, do your part and you will see success. So when it's time to apply, this is why I have the steps on the screen. People try to overcomplicate it. They try to talk themselves into making it more than what it is. And I'm telling you, if you've been on DoorDash, Instacart, I don't charge for a resume because if you get in my community now, y'all, this is never my focus. My focus is giving y'all information. Everybody doesn't have money to invest, okay? It's 55 over here with me to get everything. You get all my companies, you get my resume, you get my scripts. Now, I was asked for this information. Like I said, y'all, I'm coming from Geico. I got up here giving this real information, and people asked me to put my info into a resource. So don't shoot the messenger. Y'all know what's irritating is that people love to TikTok shop. Y'all go eat out and at restaurants. There's people that sell guides on Bull, like how to do lashes. I just saw somebody selling a cookbook e-guide. But for whatever reason, when we're talking about some big money like transportation, now nobody wants to pay for anything. It's ridiculous. Okay, you pay for nonsense. If you were serious, it's 55 over here. It's not 500 like these content creators. I'm not trying to come up off nobody. Okay, so it's there for those that want it. It comes with access to me and my chat with other couriers. If you want it, get it. If you don't, then don't. I don't have your credit card. Okay, don't get it if you don't want it. So it comes with everything you need. I'm passing by at O'Reilly's and Pep Boys. They have courier work being done. Advanced Auto, one of our contracts, we were literally picking up from one Advanced Auto and taking to other Advanced Autos. I'm like, what kind of courier work is this? Can y'all not find a way to do this better? But hey, it makes us money. I don't care. Why are we picking up from one Advanced Auto just to take to another? But this is what I say. Courier work is being done throughout every single city in the country. Y'all have retail businesses, body shops, dealerships, collision centers, pharmacies, hospitals, vet clinics, dental offices, airports, shipyards, law offices. Y'all think stuff falls out the sky? It doesn't. Everything you see around your house, everything you see around your job was delivered in a vehicle by a courier. Let's say you went and bought something from the store. Where did it get to the store? How did it get to the store? A courier came and delivered it. Okay? So that should put things into perspective. Everything has to be delivered. So we look for contracts daily. I don't care if you got to work. I don't care if those kids getting on your nerves. We look daily. If you exhaust yourself behind that job, you won't exhaust yourself doing something for yourself. Knowing that job could choose to let you go just because. This is the reality for millions of Americans right now. So, come on. It's not about what we feel like doing. We don't feel like doing a lot of things. You didn't feel like feeding those kids last night, cooking dinner. You didn't feel like getting up and going to work this morning, okay? It's about discipline. Since I'm in Atlanta, should I look more rural? No. Atlanta, I wish I had that market. Now, we got to drive up to Atlanta to get some of this work. A lot of our deliveries go to Atlanta or they go to South Georgia. So you right there where it's happening. Girl, I literally drive for Amazon out of my car. I know exactly what you're talking about. Exactly, Naya. Look at Naya is a courier through and through. So I'm telling y'all, everything needs to be delivered. Everything. So let's look at a contract. Y'all. Usually I have all this pulled up. I don't know what's going on today. It's a Monday. Okay, it's Monday. Let's see. Here we go. So my girl, Crystal, I'm not in Atlanta, but I don't like people knowing exactly where I live. So we use Atlanta as an example. So you're in luck. So Ameriship Parcel Delivery is hiring in Atlanta, Georgia, like most courier companies are. Okay, because that's a major city. So here we first see that it's an independent contractor position. This means you can, decide to accept the contract or you can decline it. Let's say, you apply, but for whatever reason, you're not able to actually fulfill the work. Hey, thank you so much for considering me for this opportunity. Unfortunately, I won't be able to take it on at this moment. Thank you. Okay. They tell tons of people no. Literally thousands of people get told no. We can tell them no as well. Respectfully. Okay. Now, let's say you start a contract and you can no longer keep doing it. It's not what they said it was, or something happened, something came up. Hey, thank you so much. I've enjoyed my time here. Unfortunately, my last day will be Friday. Just communicate. We are 1099 contractors. These people are not our boss whatsoever. This is also how your kids can be in the car if you need to bring your kids. okay, if they're old enough to be in the car alone. Now, this is also how you're going to write off your expenses. So your gas, your maintenance, your repairs, your mileage, the food you eat, your supplies, every single thing is a write-off. If it was a cost incurred by your courier work, it's a write-off. It's a write-off. Okay, so we see the name of the company, Ameriship Parcel Delivery. We see where the contract is taking place. We see how much they are willing to pay. Now, we are not negotiating at this stage. Understand, these courier companies have been running these routes long before us. They will continue to do so long after us. They already know how much they're willing to pay a courier like us. That is why the pay is in the contract. So if we're not willing to accept this pay, best believe somebody in this economy is. So we're not negotiating anything. Somebody in my community tried to negotiate as a beginner courier. And like I tell y'all, the phone was hung right on up. They're not negotiating with anybody, especially not a beginner courier. So the pay is here. Either you agree and apply or you disagree and move on. Drivers should be highly energetic, competent, and self-motivated individuals with a good sense of direction and excellent customer service. So great. Okay, that's cool. Punctuality, reliability, and delivery experience are required. Got to be punctual, got to be reliable, and they have to see delivery experience. So understand, they don't care about itty bitty detail semantics. Okay, they don't care if, like I said, your kids are in the car, or if you want to blast your Rihanna or whoever, okay? Understand, as long as that cargo gets to where it needs to be, it's there in one piece and it's there on time, they don't care what you do, okay? Now, delivery experience. This is why you must have a courier resume, not a customer service resume, not a waitress resume, not an IT resume, not an HVAC resume, not a teaching resume. They need to see that you know how to pick up from point A and take to point B. So if you've been on DoorDash or Instacart, Uber, Lyft, Spark, Flex, you've been a courier, especially if you've been an over-the-road truck driver. Come on now. Who's a courier more than y'all? Nobody. Okay. So there's your delivery experience. Now, the position will require, a smartphone. We know that. Got to be able to lift 50 pounds or have you a hand truck, a dolly, something to help you out, because I'll be damned if I'm breaking my back. Okay. We prefer applicants with a verifiable work history with FedEx, UPS, or other parcel delivery services, but all applicants will be considered. They're saying they prefer this parcel delivery experience. Do y'all see how this is not a medical contract? Do you see how they're not requiring an LLC or HIPAA or bloodborne pathogen certification or commercial insurance, any of that nonsense? Because we're delivering packages, parcels, okay? There's no need for all that extra stuff unless you're going for a medical contract. So we're not going to see any of that nonsense anywhere. I know these content creators' whole gimmick. Get an LLC. Get HIPAA and bloodborne pathogen certified. Start looking for medical courier contracts near me. Keep that, bull. Keep that. Okay? So you got to have a valid license and up-to-date insurance. Says nothing about commercial. Now, you could have your business insurance if you want to further protect yourself. Okay? You could add a cargo coverage. 21, reliable cargo sprinter or SUV. So all my sedans, don't be discouraged. I told y'all we started in the 2016 Kia Forte. We started in a 2016 Kia Forte. Okay? Not a cargo van. Not a cargo van. This is my man. I secure the contracts. He's out there on a day-to-day. We made our own dream team in a sedan. And then scaled into our cargo vans, scaled into this thing. We finally took business photos. We scaled into this. Start where you are. Start where you are. All right. So sedans, plenty of contracts for sedans. They're just not looking for sedans at this moment in time. They say no DUI, period. They say no DUI, no DWI in the past 10 years. I told y'all 7 because 7 is the majority that you'll run into. But if they want to say 10 years instead of 7, that's their right. They're their own business, y'all. You got to pass a background, got to be able to drive Monday through Friday. Routes are expected to be completed by 7 p.m. So they're looking for full-time couriers, y'all. You can most definitely be a part-time courier. They have contracts that are specifically early mornings. They have contracts that are specifically overnight or evening. They have contracts that are literally just weekends only. I'm telling y'all, look for contracts within the time frame that you are available. Don't think yourself into doing nothing. Okay? Do not let fear keep you stagnant. Life is not promised, y'all. We woke up this morning. God doesn't have to wake us up tomorrow. So we got to do our part. $600 to $1,200 a week. Now, this is why I say when they talk all that crap in my comments, I just let them believe what they want to believe. I'm not in the business of convincing. Okay? Whether y'all get in or not, it's not going to affect me in our business. It's not going to. Actually, if you don't get in, that's more room for the rest of us that are serious. So I'm not convincing a soul. Somebody in my DMs was like, oh, you need to prove to me that you're not a scammer. I don't have to prove to you shit. Prove to yourself. Okay? $600 to $1,200 a week. Now, no taxes is coming out of this. You'll be taxed when it's time for tax season. That is the beauty of being a 1099 contractor. So keep track of all your expenses and you'll be good. Y'all, we break evens in our cargo vans. We broke even this past tax season. We broke even. Okay? We don't owe Uncle Sam a damn thing. Plenty of expenses in this game. So that's basically everything, y'all. Down here, they're just repeating themselves. Now, we see that they're actually a nationwide courier company. So people think that there's some secret sauce or formula to the courier game. It's the courier companies doing these deliveries nationwide. Okay. And if it's not them, then that means that the businesses in your area, it is Love. It is Naya. That means that the businesses in your area, what the hell is on my screen? That means that they are doing their courier work in-house. So you just need to go straight to them and pitch your courier services directly to them. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. The free route is so frustrating because y'all apply through these third-party sites. They are setting y'all up, talking about Indeed and ZipRecruiter and Monster and Simply Hired and all that bull. Okay? Go to the Courier's direct website. This is what these content creators are not going to tell y'all. Don't apply through a third-party site. Half of this can be an outdated position. It was open and legit, but when it was filled, they never took the listing offline. So you're applying through Indeed thinking that it's active whole time. It's already been secured. So we should evaluate it quickly, see if it's going to work for us. If it is and we're actually ready to apply, go directly to Ameriship's website. Now, if the position is still there, y'all know I'm in the stocks and stuff heavy because of my man. Don't play with me. But Ameriship, if the position is still on their website, then we will go there. If the position is there, then we know, okay, it's an active and open position. When you apply, you can apply confidently with your career resume and you can follow up to the best of your ability. Okay? So we're going to get into the 5 reasons y'all haven't seen success. Now we need to get these likes up, okay? Dropping too much game for people to not be tapping. It's free. It's not going to hurt y'all, not going to kill y'all. If I'm dropping this free game, the least y'all could do is like this live, okay? Let me get these steps back on the screen real quick so y'all can see. Not some content creator, okay? Like I said, work for Geico. I have my business degree, not somebody just up here yapping. Not that it matters for this industry, but it does matter. A girl is clearly educated. Don't play with me. All right? Thank y'all for liking the live. So let's get into the 5 reasons y'all haven't seen success. But real quick, I'm going to do a rundown for the people that came in late. If you meet the requirements under step number 1, then we're using the vehicle, the time, the insurance that we already have available. We're not going out buying a car, y'all. Unless you have the money to do that, then more power to you. Y'all, my rule is if I can't buy something 3 times over, so that means if you don't have that down payment 3 times over, you don't need to be buying it. Okay? You don't need to be buying it. So, vehicle, time, and insurance that you have available. You could go out and rent. You could go out and use family and friends' vehicles. Just get listed on the insurance. It doesn't have to be in your name. You got to just be listed on the insurance. Now, the time. Thank you, Angie. Thank all of y'all for liking the live. I see y'all, but it's going fast. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. The time aspect, like I said, part-time or full-time, up to you and your goals. You still work a job, so you only have time before work or after work or nights only, weekends only, then look for contracts within that time frame. Notice how I'm saying contracts and not apps. We don't run apps whatsoever. So, the insurance aspect, get Let an insurance agent get in my comments. You're getting blocked immediately. I work for Geico. You're not telling me nothing that I don't know. Okay. You need full coverage. Nobody on DoorDash or Instacart has commercial insurance. They're doing courier work. Technically, they're picking up from point A and taking to point B. So we're doing the same exact thing. We just looked at a contract, said nothing about commercial insurance. There's things other than commercial to protect you. Get business insurance if you need it. Much cheaper than commercial insurance. Okay. Or find a cheap commercial insurance company if that's what you want to do. There's options out there. And hey, we met the requirements. All right. But do whatever you feel is best. Do what's in the contract that you're going for. OK. Now, when it's time for HIPAA and bloodborne, you get this certification only for the medical side of deliveries. So that teaches you how to keep patient information confidential in accordance with HIPAA laws, and it teaches you how to safely transport these types of materials on the medical side. Where to get commercial insurance, the company asked for it. So Zeke, when we had commercial, when we were over the road, we had Biberk, which is a branch of Berkshire Hathaway, which is basically Geico. Okay, since I work for Geico, that's what I know. That's what we stuck with. A lot of people go through Progressive. Y'all go through whoever y'all want to. Okay. But HIPAA and bloodborne, put it off until you're looking at a contract and it actually says we require HIPAA and bloodborne pathogen certification. I really have not run into many. So like people are rushing to go get this for what? This is only helping you on the medical side of this game. Don't be a medical courier, be a courier, period. These other types of cargo don't require any type of special certifications. Okay. So HIPAA and bloodborne, understand that some companies, if they want this, they will train you themselves even. So now we just spent some money. Meanwhile, we could have just waited and got on with them and they would have trained us themselves. So we could have saved our coin. I don't say nothing about hazmat. I didn't say nothing about chemo. Y'all are trying to overcomplicate this thing. If it's not under step number 1 on the screen, it's not required. Even HIPAA and bloodborne, that is only for medical. Y'all will think yourselves into y'all will spend all this money, and then you'll be mad because you spend all this money on all these extra certifications, and now you still don't have a contract. This is why I say pump your brakes and do what really matters. Start applying for contracts. All those certifications and all this nonsense, it's really not required. It's really not. It's really not. We just looked at a contract that said nothing about a certification. I think people just want to spend some money. Okay? So when it's time to apply, you look for courier contracts on Google, Indeed, and CB Driver. Google, thank you, 80. Google, Indeed, and CB Driver. Okay. Now, if you're in a small area, everything will not be online. Okay. You may have to go straight to the businesses near you and market your courier services. Do you know if companies will accept my HIPAA, etc. from Allison? What is Allison, love? I'm not familiar with that. They will accept whatever certification you have. You can tell them that you have it and not even really have it. A lot of these companies, I'm telling y'all, this is only on the medical side. So just get it done. If that's what your focus is, just get it done. Just get something. Just get the training. If you're in the medical field, you're already HIPAA and bloodborne pathogen certified. Okay, but we need to stop focusing on this HIPAA and bloodborne. I know it sounds crazy because that's what all these content creators have been feeding y'all, but has any of that gotten y'all to securing a contract? Probably because that's only assisting you on the medical side of deliveries, and medical is already oversaturated. We got to stop being focused on being a medical courier. Be a courier. Okay. So, and y'all, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm blunt. I'm a blunt person. I don't fake the funk for nobody. My people in my community know that. I'll get on you real quick and I'll do it respectfully, but we have to be focused on what really matters. Okay. Is there a platform that you can get certified for free? Not that I know of, love. They're going to charge you at least something, Sam. They're going to charge you something. Damn near free. I think American Health Association has bloodborne for like $9.95 or HIPAA, one or the other. Maybe both. Okay. I don't know, y'all, because I don't focus on this nonsense. I don't. Let's get into the 5 reasons y'all haven't seen success. Okay. Now let me get myself together. before I be up here looking crazy. It has to be at least a 2010, usually. Now, somebody's going to say I do it in a 2008. I do it in a 2006. Certain companies will accept the older vehicles, but for the majority, it's going to be 2010. I already have them. I'm just asking if they will accept them. Yeah. They will accept them. They will accept it. A lot of them require you to have high insurance. Listen, Jason, we've already talked about this, Jason. Okay, we already talked about this, Jason. We just looked at a contract, said nothing about 100, 300. In Florida, I got people in my community in Florida, a lot of contracts. I have one-on-ones with people in Florida. A lot of them don't require 100, 300, 50K or 100, 300, 100. It depends on the contract that you're looking at. Thank you for being here, but we've already spoke on that, okay? Let's get into the 5 reasons. Welcome, Delisha. Welcome, Delisha, to Road to Revenue. Now, getting in my community is not a requirement. Getting in my community is not a requirement. April, I'm going to put it up for you one more time, love, but we got to get to the 5 reasons we haven't seen success. Okay? I'm going to put it up here. And you can look at it real quick. HIPAA and bloodborne is all that you're talking about. And I really wouldn't even get it if I'm being honest. I would put it off until I'm going for a contract that's explicitly in the contract description says you must be HIPAA and bloodborne pathogen certified. Until then, what good is a HIPAA and bloodborne pathogen certification doing? I'm in Charlotte. I'm on CB Driver Courier, and I'm looking for more in any field. I know that's right, Sam. I know that's right. You're welcome, Miss April. Okay, now I'm taking this down, y'all. It'll be back up, but we got to get to the 5 reasons y'all haven't seen success. You see how I don't sit up here and feed y'all little breadcrumbs and BS? I don't do that, okay? I don't waste people's time because I don't like my time wasted. Time is money. Time is money. So let me unmirror this so that y'all will be able to see what I'm getting ready to write. Come on now, TikTok. What's going on? Okay. Yes, my love. Talk that talk. I know that's right. Okay, period. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with me. I'm not mean, y'all. I promise y'all I'm the sweetest soul, y'all. Somebody, I was just scrolling on Facebook. This is how I know I'm popping. This is how I know I'm the ish, okay? Because I'm just scrolling on Facebook. It's a post about medical courier. Why in the comments, some lady that's supposed to be a medical courier company, I got my receipts if y'all don't believe me. Why is she talking about Road to Revenue? No, thank you. Girl, what I got to do with this? What I have to do with a medical courier post? Because we're not medical couriers. Okay, but that just lets me know I'm on your mind. I'm glad I'm on your mind. I'm glad I'm taking up space in that brain of yours. Okay, shout out to me. Shout out to me then. Okay, let's get to it. The 5 reasons, y'all. If you've been paying attention, you already know what I'm going to say. You already know. Right, shout out to me. I want to be a medical courier. I want to transport medical stuff. I want to be a medical courier. I'm just playing with y'all, but stop, okay? Be a courier. Be a courier. I can't vouch for what success you'll see if you limit yourself to one tiny oversaturated sector of this game. Everybody has already hopped on that bandwagon. This marker is on its last leg. Let's switch it out. I can't vouch for any success you'll see being a medical courier. Be a courier, okay? Now, what? All my markers. Come on now. What's the app? What's the app? Hey, what app do y'all use? None. We're not concerned with apps, y'all. We don't use apps. Here in our small town, there are no apps even available in Middle Georgia for us to hop on. Y'all in Atlanta or wherever you're in a major city, there's apps for y'all to hop on in the courier game. Here where I am, no apps that we can hop on. So what do? We go for contracts. So let's say we have a 200 a day goal in this game. You can make 150 from your contracts. We just looked at a contract that paid, what, $1,200 a week? Okay? So you make 150 from your contracts. This is your main source of income. Then if you want to hop on an app like Roadie, because I can give them y'all, but don't say I didn't tell y'all. You're in Griffin? Okay, Griffin, Miss Angie. half of these will be filled in your area. Roadie, or they'll pay like crap. Roadie, freight, drop off, they'll put you on a wait list. Senpex, which pays pretty well in most areas. Don't request a co-host. These spammers, these bots, you can clearly see I don't need a co-host. I got this on my own. Roadie, freight, drop off, Senpex. GoPuff is liquor delivery. Okay? You can hop on the app to supplement. Where do I get contracts? We're going to get back to it. LaKenya? I hope I said it right. We'll get back to it, love. And I didn't even say my name. I'm Kiana, y'all. I'm Kiana. Look at us this far along. Y'all don't even know my name. Okay. We went over it already, y'all, but I'll get back to it for y'all. Okay. I'll get back to it, but we literally just went over it. Okay. GoPuff is a liquor delivery app, if I didn't already say that. So we can use apps to supplement the income that we have coming from contracts. Our first contractor was our one and only medical contract was with T-Force Logistics. T-Force. Okay. Our second contract in the Kia Forte, Pace Runners. This was an auto parts contract. These are nationwide couriers. Okay. So contracts, then use apps to supplement the income that you have coming from contracts. So this will get you to your extra $50 a day, your extra $50 to get to your $200 a day goal. Okay. Now, third reason is if you don't have a Courier resume. And it has to be specifically a Courier resume. Not a, like I said, not a hospitality resume, not a customer service resume, not an insurance resume. Yes, you can run a car off Turo, love. I know you've been here before, so I know you've heard me say that. I'm an ex-Turo host as well. The same car we did courier work with. When we got into our vans, I'm all about multiple streams of income, because in this economy, one stream of income is way too close to none. Nobody should be able to rip your livelihood from up under your feet. So I put that same Kia Forte on Turo and made passive income that way. Turo has affordably priced vehicles, okay? And that bus driving experience is Courier experience. It is most definitely Courier experience, okay? Preach. I know that's right. So you got to have a Courier resume specifically. We looked at a contract on the second line of the contract. What did it say, y'all? What did it say? Delivery experience is required. So if you don't have a Courier resume, how do they know that you've been a courier? How do they know about your DoorDash, your Uber, your Instacart, your Spark, your Flex experience? You delivering kids, they gonna trust you more than anybody. You're delivering the little children. Shout out to you, okay? Because I know that's not easy, because they don't know how to sit down and okay? Oh, you're good, love. You're good. I was a rural courier for the post office. I know that's right, Miss Angie. I know that's right. Okay? So, DoorDash, Uber, Instacart, Spark, Flex experience. Now, let's say you don't have any experience, because I know somebody ready to say it. What about a postal? Yeah, the post office experience counts, y'all. If you're picking up anything from point A and taking to point B, you've been a courier. Somebody in my community said, well, I take these kids from the house to school, so I'm a courier. Okay? Don't overthink this. Yes, it counts, okay? So let's say you don't have experience. You got to put something on that resume. I've never had a courier company call my other contracts. They don't have time for this, y'all. You got to remember, they're being flooded with applications. So they're not going to verify, first of all, who they calling at DoorDash to see if you are a DoorDash driver. I mean, I guess they could sit on the line and you know, go speak with support and do all. They're not doing that, y'all. Or is it more of a stacking game? Most definitely a stacking game. Okay, we don't go for one contract. We go for as many as we can fit into our schedule. We stack high-paying contracts. So that one contract paid up to $1,200 a week. So let's imagine if we stack one on top of that. This is why when they say, oh, $2,500 a week is not possible, or because we're in cargo vans, oh, $3,200, $3,500 a week is not possible. Keep believing it. Please keep believing it. I'm not here to convince you. Okay? So You got to put something like DoorDash or Instacart if you don't have the experience. Don't go too far and say that you've been a courier with Ameriship parcel delivery. Okay? We could tell a little white lie like DoorDash or Instacart. Like I said, God will forgive us for telling a little white lie. DoorDash and Instacart. They just have to see something. Okay? Now, the fourth reason. Yes, we're back at it, Kenyatta. We are back at it, love. It's good to see you. The fourth reason is if you think this is one and done. Well, I did that already. I looked for contracts. There's nothing. Oh, I already applied. I haven't heard back from anybody. When was that? Did you do that Monday of last week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? Are you going to do it today, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday again? A closed mouth don't get fed in a cutthroat industry like transportation. This is transportation that we're talking about. That's why I'm not up here speaking to y'all like little babies. Okay, there's plenty of creators that feed that butterflies, rainbows, and BS. None of that has gotten y'all to securing a contract. Probably because there's no cargo even on their page. They're not even really in this industry. And then when you ask to see the cargo they move, they get mad. Oh, I wonder why. Probably because you're not even really a courier, and this is why they hate me. Okay? You got to check CB Driver every day. I know that's right. Every day. You need to check Google, Indeed, and CB Driver. You need to exhaust everything that's in front of you. Okay? This is a daily task. You can always make your processes more efficient. Okay? Yeah, and selling $200, $300, $400, $500 guys. Let's be for real. Some of them $1,000. We not gonna name drop, but y'all know them. Okay? So, this is never one and done. You can always switch out a lower paying contract for a better paying one. You can always switch out this contract that's further from home for one that's closer to home. If you're not doing your job, your due diligence, who is going to do it? Y'all, people really want me to apply for them. That's why I was happy when somebody finally had the balls to say it. Just say what you really mean. You want me to apply for you. He said in my DMs, oh, I'm busy. Can't you apply for me? When Jesus come back, okay? No, I'm busy, okay? I am busy. You got to do your part. I don't have anyone's social, date of birth. No, I can't even apply for the people in my community. They know this. I don't have your address, your driver's license number. Who can I apply for? We all have to do our own part. This is a cutthroat industry. They will chew y'all up and spit y'all out. If y'all know a truck driver, they don't play any freaking games. I'm just telling y'all, even though we're coming into this industry at a lower level, still does not change the fact that nothing will be handed to you. Apply for me is crazy. And y'all know he got blocked. I'm just saying. Y'all just know he got blocked. That lets me know that you're not going to see success in this game anyway. Okay? So, never one and done. Now, the fifth and final reason is if you're not following up. I promise you none of the previous matters if you're not following up. Too many people talking about a callback. Too many people talking about, oh, I haven't heard back. Well, are you going to call them? Are you going to make yourself seen among all the applicants? Or are you going to be buried? You got to make yourself seen. You have to stand out. Okay? So my first method of communication is email. Soon as I put my application in, I may give them a day. Hey, I need this money. Okay? So the next day, I bet you I'll be emailing. I bet you I will. I got a good work from home job during the week. Is it possible to do just courier weekends? Yes. I'm going to email first. Okay? Now, I don't know if y'all know about, this is how deep courier work is. Y'all know the signs that you see on the side of the highway or on the street, like when you're driving? Do y'all know a courier goes and picks those up for the businesses that want to be marketed? Okay, they go pick up their signs and they go deliver them on the weekends. I think the name of the company is like Artisan Direct. Okay? And you go literally weekends only and you get paid to go put up these signs. That's a courier. I'm just saying, y'all gotta remember how much stuff has to be delivered, how many things need to get from one place to another. It's way more than just being a medical courier. That's ridiculous. So I'm gonna email first. If that doesn't work, I'll hop in my car and go there. Now, when you email, your email's getting to who's in charge. When you go there, okay, it's a lot harder for them to tell you no to your face than it is for them to tell you no over a phone. When you call them, they don't feel like working. All day long, people are calling them to check on the status of their application. They're tired of it. Okay, they're going to tell y'all, we don't have a position available. No, there's no courier positions available. No, there's no routes available. That may not even be the case, but because they're not who's in charge, they're the representative, they're the, what is it called? Receptionist or whatever. They don't feel like working. Okay? Now, my last resort is calling somebody. Now, if the previous don't work, then I'll call. Then I'll worry about calling somebody. Okay? Now, I'm telling you, this is the most important. If you take nothing else from this live, make sure you're following up. Because you could be looking for all types of cargo and not just medical. You can not only be looking for apps, but actual contracts. You could have a beautiful resume, courier resume. You could be doing that daily, exhausting yourself. If you don't follow up, it doesn't matter. Okay? You got to follow up. I got you. Give me a second. We were going over this. Now we're going to hop back into the steps, y'all, because I see some new people got in here. Okay? So pinpoint which one of these reasons it is, because it's one of these reasons. Either you're only looking for medical contracts, you're too worried about an app, you don't have a courier resume done, you're not doing it enough, or you're not following up. It's one of those reasons. Okay? So screenshot it, take a picture, write it down, whatever you got to do. I finally got signed up. I know this right, Miss Delisha. Miss Delisha joined my community. Now, y'all, this is not a requirement. Literally why I give free info. Literally why I'm teaching y'all how to pinpoint which reason it is that you haven't seen success on your own. My main goal is never to sell anybody anything. But everybody doesn't want to navigate an industry blindly. You don't know who's trusted. You don't know who pays well. You may not have a professional courier resume done, or may not want to take the time to do it. Okay? You may not know how to speak to the courier companies in a way that actually secures these contracts, because understand, if you don't know how to talk, the moment they spot out that you're a newbie, you're a rookie, they're going to tell you, oh no, we don't have anything available. So y'all can exhaust yourself with the free route. I'm not selling hundreds of dollars worth of a guide. It's $55, y'all. And it's just like, y'all spend that on bull. Y'all spend that on a parlay. You spend it at the club and triple that at the club. Okay? You spend it on TikTok Shop. You spend it at Red Lobster on bull. Okay? I made it my goal when I got up here, started this page in January, started going live at the end of April, basically May 1st. I was given free information. People asked me to put my information, my big money info, into a resource. And I delivered. And so now people have this notion, and I get it because y'all have been scammed from these liars. But ask yourself, the person that you purchased from, go back to their page and see if there was any cargo on their page. If not, unfortunately, you were scammed. Unfortunately, you were scammed. They claimed, oh, they're mentees. Their mentees are the ones transporting. Where's your cargo? I don't care if they have 100,000. I don't care if they have 200,000. Okay? A lot of people selling crap. And I would know because I purchased. And I got this nonsense, and it was a list of nationwide courier companies. No sense of direction, no resume, no scripts to follow up, no keywords to find what's in your area, no live overview, because you know all they say on live is get an LLC, get HIPAA and bloodborne, and look for medical contracts. Damn sure no access to them and their community included. So what are we talking about? Okay? Get it if you want it. Don't if you don't. You could do the free route. If you don't want to get in, you don't got to get in. Y'all, it's not a requirement over here. I'm going to teach you something regardless. Promise you that. Promise you that. Okay? So let's get these steps back on the screen. Let's get the steps back up here and let's go from the top real quick, because I am then going to show y'all the cargo we move. Until a courier creator up here could show y'all the cargo they move, I wouldn't take any advice from these people. Where's the cargo? You're a courier. Where is the cargo? Okay? So the only requirements, 21. Valid license. Hold on, because it's still mirrored. I mean, it's not mirrored. I need it mirrored. Here we go. 21. Valid license, registration, insurance, and a decent driving record. Okay? What's considered decent is no more than 3 infractions in the past 3 years. 3 and 3. 3 and 3, y'all. Okay? We use the vehicle, time, and insurance that we have available. So you can have a sedan, SUV, minivan, pickup truck, cargo vans, yes, welcome as well, but it needs to at least be a 2010, y'all. Every now and then you'll run into companies that accept maybe 2008, 2009, but you're pushing it. Okay, it's 2025. You're pushing it. They need to. Now, why is this a requirement? Because people ask me that. Why do they require a newer vehicle? Because you got to remember, y'all, their cargo is like their baby. You might as well think of it as money just sitting in the back of your, because basically it is. It's merchandise. It translates to revenue, to income. So you need to think of that. And that's exactly why contracts are so hard to obtain. You want quick money? Hopping on an app is going to reflect quick money. In this economy, I don't have time to guess about what I'm going to be paid. Okay, we got bills to pay, big bills. Okay, so I'm going to go for contracts. Now, yeah, they're going to be harder to obtain because once you secure it, it's not going anywhere. This is your contract. This is your dedicated route. That means that it's consistent weekly non-taxed income that you can rely on. What jobs pay weekly? Maybe a few of them. If they do, it's a hell of a lot of taxes coming out of that money. So I'm most definitely gonna go for contracts. I don't care how long it takes me. I know eventually a contract will come through if I'm doing my part. Like I said, here in our small town, it took us almost a month. Now we're running these same contracts that we established back in 2024, the beginning of 2024. It's 2025, damn near 2026. Okay? Thank you, Cherie. So I'm telling you, you work hard to get these contracts, and then of course it's yours. Of course, that's why it's so hard to get, because once you got it, that's your contract, that's your weekly non-taxed income, unless you do something to compromise your route, because people do it all the time. That's why their position becomes available. They're late, they're unprofessional, dressed inappropriately, smelling like Mary Jane, okay, all kind of stuff. So having an attitude with people's clients. So you do your part and that contract will stay established. But you play games, they will let you go. They're not playing games with their clients now. Okay? So facts. I know that's right. So is it kid friendly? Yeah, you could bring your kids as long as they're, of appropriate age. You can bring your kids, y'all. When I say, should I get into the perks of this? Should I get into why this is really because people say that they're scared, they're nervous. No, you don't need an LLC. The whole time we were in our Kia Forte, no LLC, no HIPAA and bloodborne pathogen certification, even though we were with T-Force Logistics, which is a medical courier company. Okay? No commercial insurance. I'm telling y'all, pump your brakes on all that stuff. Now, if it's not under step number 1 on the screen, it's not a requirement to start. The vehicle, the time, the insurance that you have available. Should I hire a driver because I work full time? You can use the time after you get off work. Now that job got you dog tired. Then yeah, we will get into hiring drivers. Master contracting is what you're referring to. We even get into how to scale this business. This is why I tell you I'm not a gatekeeper whatsoever. I don't gatekeep because there's no way for y'all to affect my business wherever you are. So we don't talk about this until we get to 20K likes. I've been telling y'all to like the live, but it's like I'm who am I talking to? Like the live, and then we'll get to scaling at 20K likes, y'all. Okay. Thank you, Miss Vonda. Thank you, Funky Lover. So, thank you, Adrian. So, HIPAA and bloodborne, you get this only for the medical deliveries. I would honestly put it off. I may even consider taking it off the screen. I'm so serious because it's like too many people are focused on this HIPAA and bloodborne. It is not needed. Like I said, we deliver way more than medical supplies, devices, and equipment. Thank you, Miss Vonda, for the heart me. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We deliver way more than that stuff, and I'm about to show y'all the cargo we move, okay? I think I'm going to show y'all the cargo we move, and then I'm going to tell y'all the perks of being a 1099 contractor. Thank you, Naya. Thank you, Season. Thank you, Love. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Nova. I love that name, Nova. Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you, Juanita. Thank you, User. Thank you, Valerie. Y'all showing so much love, okay? Thank you, Kevin. So... when it's time to apply, we look for Courier contracts on Google. Thank you, Mia. Google Indeed and CB Driver. Google Indeed and CB Driver. If you don't see much, we do this daily. If you're doing it daily and you still don't see nothing, thank you, Mia. Thank you, thank you. Then that's an indicator that the businesses near you are doing their courier work in-house. So you need to go straight to the businesses near you and market your courier service. What is the best insurance for a box truck? Put it on my personal? No. Now, when you get into box trucks, you can't put that on a personal. You cannot. So you have to have commercial at that point. So I'm pretty sure, y'all, it depends on the weight. Technically, it depends on the weight. You got a call from MDS. I know that's right. Congrats, Mia. Congratulations. Moving forward is just right. Moving forward is just right in your name, girl. Look at you moving forward. I know that's right. Congrats to you. It depends on the weight of that box truck, because since our vans are under 10,000 pounds, we technically don't have to have commercial insurance. Which is also why we were able to secure our vans in our personal name. Now, that's not good. Y'all go through your business, but y'all, we just did what we could do. Thank you, Miss Crystal. Thank you for the heart me. So, because they're under 10,000 pounds, they're not technically commercial vehicles. But, yeah, we have a transit and we don't have commercial. Now, you're crossing state lines, you need commercial. So in that box truck, depending on the weight of it, if you need commercial, we had Bibberk when we were over the road. And a lot of people use Progressive. Now, it's going to be some money. It's going to be some money. Okay? Don't say I didn't tell you. Don't be surprised when they quote you maybe a few $1,000s. Okay? That's commercial insurance for you. That's commercial insurance. So, I think I went over everything. Quickly. I just want to show the new people that came in a contract so that we can literally, I'm not going through the whole thing like I did previously, but I just want to put this into perspective. Nowhere in this contract does it say anything about HIPAA and bloodborne pathogen, anything about an LLC, anything about commercial insurance. We see the name of the company, where the contract is taking place, that it's an independent contractor position, which means you don't have a boss, you're your own boss. We see how much they pay. We see how often they pay. Okay? Thank you, Felicia. Thank you, Nova. Thank you, Kenyatta. Now, we see all the qualifications. You know, customer service, energetic, competent, motivated, whatever. Okay, be punctual, be reliable, and have delivery experience. So that's why you have to have a Courier resume. You got to have a smartphone, got to be able to lift 50 pounds or have you something to assist you, a cart, a dolly, hand truck. Thank you, Miss Sunshine. Thank you, love. We prefer applicants with verifiable work history with FedEx, UPS, or other parcel delivery services, but all applicants will be considered. So they're saying they prefer the parcel delivery experience. You don't got it. It's all right. They'll still look at you. Okay. Thank you, Cherie and Crystal. Thank y'all. Got to have valid license and up-to-date insurance. 21, reliable cargo, sprinter, or SUV. So sedans, don't be discouraged. There are contracts for sedans. This is just not one of them. Y'all, the contracts move in relation to the cargo. So the cargo is constantly moving and changing with the country's needs. So the contracts are also going to constantly move and change. What they're looking for today may not be what they're looking for tomorrow or next week or next month, which is why we consistently look. Okay, we don't get discouraged. No DUI, no DWI in the past 10 years. Thank you, Miss Shay, for sharing a live out. We don't, y'all, if you got a DUI within the past 7 years, 10 years, you know, is not going to really happen, okay? Maybe looking to hiring drivers, which we'll get to soon. Got to pass a background. Got to be able to drive Monday through Friday. Routes are expected to be completed by 7 p.m. because they're looking for full-time couriers. They most definitely hire part-time couriers for other contracts. This is just not one of them, y'all. We worked the job getting started. I was at Geico. My man was at Best Buy until they let him go all of a sudden. I was a full-time college student. There is no excuses, okay? So we see how much they pay, we see how often they pay, and we see how they technically pay. So we're not guessing about anything, but you'll guess when you hop on those apps. The pay is here. We're not negotiating. They already know how much they're willing to pay a courier. So you agree to this, then you apply. You disagree, then you move on. We see how often, and we see how they technically pay. Girl, we're right on Google. We are right on Google. Okay, and I'm not in Atlanta, y'all. I'm in Middle Georgia, but I use Atlanta as an example because a lot of people in Atlanta, a lot of people in ATL. I was just in Atlanta for the weekend, eating that Flavor Rich. Love me some Flavor Rich. Okay, I will take the trip from Middle Georgia to eat some Flavor Rich. I don't care. Okay, so what do I want to get to? What did I say? Oh, show y'all the cargo we move. I know that's right. Let's prove this thing. Let's put it in perspective. Okay, so let me pull everything up. You're welcome, Miss Shay. That's like one of my closest friends' names. Shay is my girl. I'll go anywhere for food. I know that's right, Shay. I know that's right. Let's look. Okay. Like I said, this whole thing started in a Kia Forte. A Kia, y'all. A sedan. You can see other people in their sedans pulling up to the warehouse. I'm at Geico now, girl, trying to get out of there. I need courier routes in the Middle Georgia area. Girl, you in my area? So you worked at the same Geico I worked at. I literally was just at that Geico working with Miss Valerie in ERS. Yes, girl. Not you in my area. Not you in my area. Okay? So you already know. I know that's a hellhole. I already know. I know you're ready to get out of there. Because I was. It takes a toll on your mental health. Okay? Girl, you better get on over here. I'm not playing. Hold on, y'all, because now my screen. Let me get this up. Not somebody right in my area. That's so funny. So, look at us. Delivering to a nursing home. A nursing home. Okay? This was with T-Force Logistics, y'all. This was with T-Force. Okay? Now, here's me, my man, my dog. Me, my man, and my dog. Like I said, I put the same Kia on Turo, made passive income from Turo. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Here's my man delivering to Home Depot. This is why I say everything is not medical. That's printer paper and toilet paper. Going to Home Depot. Going to Home Depot. This is when, we were over the road. Now, a lot of this stuff is when we were doing the local contracts. But this, over the road. Okay? I was a top performer at Geico. So my girl, Tara, I hope I'm saying it right. I was right there with you, girl. We were probably neighbors in that Geico office, okay? I got up out of there because I exhausted myself behind these people and they never gave a damn. Yeah, I made good money, but it was not worth my mental health. Getting cussed out by customers, people got nasty attitudes, the building smelling like doo-doo. No, thank you. No, thank you, okay? So I got up out of there. Big degrade. Clock that. Big degrade. Okay? So, y'all, here's our journey. Because we swear. I know it, girl. I know it. We started as medical couriers with T-Force. Now, look at us now. Okay? Deliver auto parts. I'm just saying, y'all gotta come on now. Y'all gotta come on. What else do I want to show y'all? Here I am with my man, because some people say, you're not even in the stuff, because I'm teaching y'all. I've been in the field. Here's an auto part. That'll fit right in your center console. Pace was our first auto parts contract, love. T-Force was medical, Pace was auto parts. Okay? Auto parts. Now, you want the company we did the Home Depot delivery for. You want the company we did this airport delivery for. Not allowed to give them out on social media. So where are they? Y'all know where they are. In my guide for 55. Now, it's not a requirement, okay? Don't get it if you don't want it. But y'all cannot get years of people's information. I give so much for free. You'll be literally tricking yourself out of your spot if you don't get over here. Now, you don't got to, but I'm just saying, if you see how much I give for free, imagine what's a part of my community. It's only on sale while I'm live, y'all, because people purchase at 75 all day long. They know that they don't want to navigate this industry blind. They know that they don't know who's trusted and who pays well. They know that they want somebody to message privately about their questions included. I don't charge you a monthly subscription fee. They know that they want to be in a chat with other couriers to keep themselves motivated. They know they want the resume already done for them. They know they want the keywords to find what's in their area. They know they want my live overview because I drop gems. Okay? So all of this is included over here for 55. You spent 55 on some nonsense. Come on now. Best place to rent a cargo van or a truck with insurance. I don't really have the plugs for renting, y'all. When we rent, we got to go through these rental companies because we don't have the connects, okay? We do not have the connects. So we rent through places like Penske? Is that how you say it? Penske, Home Depot. What's the others? Not Budget, y'all. Budget is... Well, depending on the area, it could be, y'all, if they charge per the mile, I like to kind of stay away from them, because if you're driving like how we drive in the cargo vans, they drive almost 300 miles a day. They go all the way to South Georgia, almost to Florida. So when you're talking about 90 cents a mile, $1 a mile, yeah, okay. So I don't have the connects for that, y'all. That's why I don't suggest renting a cargo van. I suggest starting with what you can. But if you got it like that, then go ahead. If you have a Amex card, you can get Hertz rentals for mad cheap. Go ahead and flex that Amex, because I got my Amex too. Just got my Amex Platinum. Okay, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Credit good over here. Credit good. Okay? Anyways, y'all. Here's more auto parts. That'll fit that'll fit right in your front seat of your car. She said Platty, baby. Y'all are funny. This will fit right in your front seat of your car. What else? Okay, here's an SUV route so I could put this thing into perspective. When we were in our sedan, y'all, I didn't know I would be teaching people on TikTok. Okay? So that's why I don't have much car stuff. But every now and then we still run our SUV. So everybody's in the comments of this video that went viral and they're like, I want to be a medical courier. Whole time, these are auto parts. You can see the body shop in the background. These are auto parts. Okay. All right, y'all. So y'all get it. Here's one of my people in R2R. This is Fusa. Look at Fusa up in New Jersey. Fusa doing a damn thing. Just got his van. I know that's right. Okay? We don't play over here at Road to Revenue. We don't play. We do not play. Here's me and my man. We took some business photos finally. All right? We do this. Oh, y'all, this is the scam that these fake pages will try to run. Oh, you paid the 55. Now you need to add 199. No, it's 55 and 55 only. Oh, we're going to offer you 1,500 to 3,500 a week. No, I'm a seasoned medical courier. That's how you know this is not me. F a medical courier. Okay. Oh, since you have done the 55 deposit, you need to add 144 to complete it. Understand? Who the hell are they talking to? Okay, it's 55 with me and 55 only while I'm on live. Not 500, not 155, not 144. Okay, if it's not coming from this page with 14.5K, it ain't me. Or my backup page at R2R Backup. Okay, So that's that. Let's get into the perks of being a 1099 contractor. And then let me show y'all the sneak peek of the community. We're going to get into the perks of being 1099. Then I'm going to do a sneak peek of what's included with your 55. Okay? Thank you, Sunshine. My man gonna get a kick out of that when I tell him somebody was on the live from my Geico office that I was working at just in May. I kicked him to the curb in May. He's gonna be like, what? That is hilarious. It's a small world, y'all. It's a small world. So let's erase this, y'all. Because people be so skeptical. It's like, what do I have to get up here and lie about? It's just like, it's not that deep. Okay, if we weren't really in the industry, we wouldn't have all this cargo on our page. Okay, meanwhile, y'all buy shit from people that no cargo anywhere on that page. Okay, don't compare me to these people. So, no, let's use purple. Let's use purple. So 1099. This is not even an exhaustive list of the benefits of being 1099. These are just a few. You're going to make your own schedule, so it's very flexible. Okay? Flexible. You can make your kids' events. You can work your schedule around your life, what you have going on. Flexibility. Okay? We don't got to answer to nobody. That's the best part of this. Peace of mind. Your peace is the most valuable thing you can have. Yeah, made some decent money at Geico, but was that worth my peace? Now, when I stepped out on faith, what has God done? Doubled, about triple that income from Geico. So when you hold on to things that are no longer for you, how do you know that something's no longer for you? You get up every day, you're dreading tomorrow before today even got started. Constantly all that's on your mind is, how do I get out of this? What do I need to do? How do I leave? I need a plan. If something's not sitting right in your spirit, you have to make a change. Thank you, Cherie. Thank you, Cherie. You gotta make a change. Okay? Nothing's gonna change unless you make a change. So flexibility, or we might as well say peace, y'all. We might as well say our peace. Okay? Now, what else? Write-off expenses. So your write-offs. Gas, repairs, food that you eat out there, supplies, a portion of your phone bill, the laptop you use to search for contracts. You talking good. I know that's right. Okay. What else? This is never an exhaustive list, y'all. Any cost incurred by your courier work. Let's say you get the ultimate guide. Okay, that's a write-off. It's an educational resource that you purchase for the courier game. Y'all, it's no different than a book you go buy at the bookstore. Okay? It's a digital educational resource. That's the only difference. The ultimate guide is a write-off. Let's see. What are the other? Oh, bring your kids. You can leave a contract. You can accept or decline. No boss. I mean, need I say more? You can apply for fuel cards, like Cherie said. You could do whatever y'all need to do. Okay? But don't make this stuff, don't make, because people say, oh, but what about health insurance, or what about paid time off? No, you won't be paid when you take time away. You can have a driver, a backup driver, to fill in your spot for when you're gone. Because as 1099, if you're not there, you're not being paid. So have a backup driver. Now, when it comes to insurance, okay, lodging, every freaking thing. If you over the road, you staying somewhere, yes. Let's say you're taking a trip, but you discuss business or you do an order while you're there, while you're there, you do some type of courier work. Now that was a business trip. Now that was a business expense. I'm just saying, y'all gotta know how to work this thing. Get you a CPA, keep a record of every single thing. You will be just fine. Get with Market Health for health insurance. Look at Cherie telling you everything, okay? Now, y'all, I don't like to give my age, okay? I'm in my 20s. So I'm telling y'all, health insurance is not really my concern. But those of you that need that, let's say you got kids, I don't got kids, okay? But do y'all know how many people are self-employed? Do not let health insurance keep you stuck in a box that you know you're not meant to be in. Something's not sitting right in your spirit and you keep forcing yourself. And I know we got bills to pay. I'm not telling you to up and quit that job. I'm just saying have something going on for you in the back end. That way, hopefully, maybe one day you could replace that job. Just like I did. Just like my man did. Okay? So, this is the beauty of 1099. This is not even everything, but I just need y'all to know scared money don't make money. You scared. You're not scared to get up and go to that job. They can let you go by the end of the day just because. I watched Geico do the same thing to thousands of employees right before the holidays last year. That is exactly why, even though I was a top performer, they literally aimed for the people close to retirement. So I'm going to get out of there before y'all can kick me to the curb. I already saw our job starting to be replaced by AI. Now the toes are being set up by themselves. It's automated. We got to wake up. Okay? How do you start? Do I need a certification? No, Jamari, I wouldn't focus on any certifications. Yes, you do hoops and HIPAA and bloodborne. If you're going for a medical contract, then you get HIPAA. But I would not even focus on it. Honestly, I wouldn't. Honestly, I would not. I would put it off until a contract explicitly says you must be HIPAA and bloodborne pathogen certified. And then in literally 30 minutes or less, I will go get the certification and boom, now I'm HIPAA and bloodborne pathogen certified. Save my money in the meantime. Okay, all the other types of cargo that I spoke on and that I showed, no types of certifications needed. So you're going for an auto parts contract, don't mention nothing about HIPAA and bloodborne. They don't know what that is. You're transporting legal documents. Don't say nothing about HIPAA and bloodborne. Chemotherapy, hazmat. Okay? It's not needed. You don't even have to be a notary to transport all types of legal documents. Don't get liquor and luggage and be talking about, oh, I'm HIPAA and bloodborne pathogen certified. Don't do an airport delivery talking about I'm HIPAA and bloodborne pathogen certified. Now you need TWIC and TSA, but not no HIPAA and bloodborne. Okay? Hey, the queen. I'm going to get these steps back up here, y'all. But before I do that, I got to show y'all the sneak peek of the community. What's included over here at Road to Revenue. Now, this is not a requirement. This whole entire time, I focused on giving free, valuable information. Everything I went over today, you would have to look up on your own. I don't want to hear ish about I'm a gatekeeper. I don't want to hear ish about, oh, why are you selling something? Meanwhile, you just spent $55 at freaking Applebee's. Meanwhile, you just spent $55 on TikTok Shop. Meanwhile, you'll spend $55 and get your lashes done. Maybe more like $155. Okay? Like, what are we talking about? Don't get it if you don't want it. Where to get TSA? TSA.gov. TSA.gov, y'all. TSA.gov. So let's look. Now, this is only on sale while I'm live. Like I say, y'all, I'm not really in the business of convincing people that are serious. They purchase all day long at $75. Originally $75, because I know my info is valuable. I know these content creators' info is not touching my info because half of them are not even really in this industry. So I'm not going to sit here and argue about $55. Let's be for real. Okay? So let's look at it. Everything that you're going to see, including access to me and my community, comes included. No monthly subscription included. No add 140 or 150 to get into the community like these fake pages try to tell y'all. 55 and 55 only. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Sam. Okay? This is the ultimate career guide. Okay? Let's put eyes on it. Introduction to the industry. Requirements, if I can talk, supplies, and links to certifications. Thank you, Brian. My whole entire live overview, all the tips, all the gems I drop on live, the different types of cargo, the LLC insurance conversation, all of that is there. Thank you to Queen for the roses. Thank you, Miss Angie, for liking the live. Y'all showing love. Now, this is how you find what's in your area, y'all, because thank you for the heart me. The nationwide courier companies are cool, but how do we find what's directly near us? You need the keywords, okay? Thank you, Sam. Now, courier contracts near me will still show y'all other types of cargo. Thank you for helping us and being real. Thank y'all for being here and listening and not being haters. Thank you, Miss Crystal, okay? So the nationwide companies are cool, but we need these keywords. Hey, Miss Val, we need the keywords because, yeah, courier contracts near me will still show you all types of cargo. But the more specific you are in your search, the better. So there's more than just courier contracts near me or medical courier contracts near me or auto parts contracts near me. You got to learn how to search for all types of cargo. You get my courier company list on pages 7, 8, 9, and 10. So Ameriship parcel delivery. Oh, y'all know my man gets up at 4 a.m. He gets loaded up at the warehouse. Look at him home from our first contract before noon. Okay? He's home before noon. It's not specific to Georgia. So these are nationwide couriers. These are nationwide couriers, and I show you how to find what's near you. Nothing is specific to anywhere in this courier game because these companies do these deliveries throughout the country. So we looked at the contract earlier from Ameriship, and it said Atlanta, Georgia, but then we scroll down and see that they're a nationwide courier company across multiple states, and it even goes on. So this is what I'm saying, y'all. It's these companies doing these deliveries nationwide. So you get the nationwide courier companies, over 150 of them. You get my keywords to find what's directly near you on my courier boards. It's not going to show you stuff for Georgia. It's going to show you stuff wherever you are. Y'all, I got people in my community in the DMV area and in New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, where I'm originally from, but I've been in Georgia for a minute now, y'all. Okay. What else? Texas, Utah, Illinois, Michigan, Tennessee, Alabama, where else? The Carolinas, so on and so forth. Okay. Y'all are in my community. I'm telling y'all, wherever y'all are, y'all, somebody's in your state. Now, they may not be in your exact city, but they're there. Look at Cherie's in my community. She's in Alabama. Well, the both of them. They're a couple. Cherie and Ajay. Okay? They're in Alabama. Yes, California too. I got my LA people. I got people in, where's my other person in, I did a one-on-one with her. I cannot, y'all, I'm drawing a blank. But yes, people in California, Florida, of course. Florida and Texas have multi-billion-dollar courier markets. If you don't believe me, look it up because y'all are right near the border. The cargo is literally coming in right there. So you get my courier resume on page 11. We're not wasting time on a resume. It's already done. You get my scripts to effectively follow up on pages 12 and 13 to say what I say to secure these contracts. Because, y'all, you talk on the phone and you're like, hi, my name is Kiana. I was calling to see if y'all have a courier position, and I have a 2016 Kia Forte, and I just was hoping that I'll be able to do this. No. Okay? You gotta speak with confidence, y'all. You have to speak like you've been doing this thing. So, like I said, you gotta think of that cargo as money. You have to get them to trust you with their expensive merchandise, their cargo, their baby. Okay? Gotta know how to talk. So you get a script to even pitch your courier services to the businesses near you. Remember how I said, depending on your area, everything may not be, a lot may not be online. I give you a script to pitch your courier services to the businesses near you. This is how we get away from a middleman at all. We can go straight to the source and carve our own direct lane with the businesses near us. Okay? There's also a script to communicate about delays because stuff may happen. Your kids running late. Well, they got you running late because they're running crazy. You got a flat tire. Now they have to communicate that with that client. Now they're going to be pissed. And so you got to say this stuff in a way that does not compromise your contract, because the moment you're late, the moment you're holding up that cargo, they're going to be pissed. Okay? Remember, we looked at the contract. What did it say? Punctuality and reliability is all they care about. So you got to be punctual, got to be reliable. Now you're lacking in one of those areas. Now they're pissed. Now your contract can be compromised unless you know how to effectively communicate professionally. So you get my introduction to the industry. So y'all, this is just the tip of the iceberg, y'all. But it's going to be blurry as we move down because somebody's already screen recording, not knowing that I'm a member of Gen Z. Okay, Gen Z does not play those games. You're not finessing Kiana. Try that somewhere else. So when you purchase, as you can see, you'll be able to read and see everything. For live purposes, it's blurry. When you purchase, you'll see it all. Introduction to the industry. Sunshine laughing. I'm so serious. Okay. Requirements, expectations, links to certifications. So TWIC and TSA, HIPAA and Bloodborne, all etc. is optional, but it's there. It's optional, but it's there for y'all. Okay. Miss Crystal said, get them, girl. You get my, the supplies, y'all. Supplies is very minimal, but it's there for you. Okay. Now, my whole entire live overview, the tips, gems I drop on live right here at your fingertips. So you're not wrecking your brain trying to remember what I said about this or that or this or that or this or that, is there at your fingertips. The different types of cargo, everything, y'all. Here's my keywords to search for all types of cargo. You need the keywords. You plug my keywords into my Courier boards. This is going to show you everything in your direct area. Yes, there's Google and Indeed and CB Driver. There's more than Google and Indeed and CB Driver. Okay? So you plug my keywords into my Courier boards and you find what's near you. Now you work your way down the nationwide couriers, over 150 of them. And let's remember, we can hire drivers, which y'all just got me to 20K likes. Thank you, Miss Sunshine. Thank you, Anita. Thank you, 20. Okay? So, I'm sorry, 80. I'm calling you 20. I meant 80. But, we're going to get to the methods of scaling. So let's remember, yeah, these are nationwide couriers, but aren't we hiring drivers? So isn't this a valuable resource no matter where you are? Yeah, they may not all be directly near you, but we apply to anything within a 50-mile radius. And then when we're at the point of hiring drivers, there's the same resources already there for you. Okay? No matter where they are. Now, here's the resume. Here's the resume already done. My Courier resume that I use to secure our contracts. Now, here are my scripts to effectively follow up the scripts that I already told y'all. How to pitch your courier services, how to secure a contract, how to communicate about delays. Now, what is also included, you signed up for GoPuff. Okay, Sam, you're going to be delivering some liquor and some other stuff. I know that's right. So you also get access to the Discord. Now, this is my Discord. This is a free app, just like TikTok, but you get in the room with over 260 couriers. You get in the room with people already doing the damn thing to keep yourself motivated. I drop tips, I drop leads on top of what's already in the guide. Okay? On top of what I've already given. Okay? Do not play. I don't half-ass a damn thing that I do in my life. Hence why I've gotten here at my young age. Are y'all seeing these couriers and where they all are all across this country? Okay. Anyways, I drop info. I come in here. I speak to my people literally 4 hours ago. This is no dead Discord chat. This is through Discord. It's an app. Are you saying the sites that I showed? You got to get in the room. You got to get in the room to get that info. Okay? So now there's too much big money info. Now I need to cover it up. Okay? Anyways, y'all, get in the room and then you have people to uplift you, to encourage you, to motivate you. Somebody dropped a prayer today already in the chat. Okay, Miss Jennifer. Okay? You need people. There's Klarna available. In my bio, y'all. It's in my bio. So everything you need is here for you. We're doing a Courier webinar. We're doing a whole Courier webinar. Now, my people in R2R are getting it for $10 because that's just what I do. Now, here on TikTok, the ticket's going to be $20. Not anything crazy, but we're doing a whole Courier webinar at the end of the month, the 31st. So it's just like, what are we talking about? Anyways, y'all. You're able to message me privately. You are able to message me privately. So you got a question. You need me to review your resume. Welcome, Nicole. I'm going to show you 80. You need me to review your resume. What else? You got a question about a company you're signing on with. Look at Miss Jennifer. But anything you need, I got you. Okay? I got you. You're able to message me privately. This all comes included in your 55. So I see all of y'all on the site. All of y'all are on the site. So go ahead and get in. Go ahead and get in. So you'll click my profile picture in the top left-hand corner. You will click it once more. I apologize. Can you give me the Discord info? It's downloading now. So the Discord is only for people that get into the community. So if you got into the community, in your email, the Discord link will be sent to you automatically. So you'll search for Discord, you'll search Road to Revenue, and it'll come up. The link will be given to you then. But I mean, the Discord isn't free, y'all. It's not free because I'm dropping even more info than what's in the guide. So this is why people got to get in the room. What was I showing y'all? Oh, I was showing y'all how to get to it. So click my profile picture. Click it one more time. Once you are here, you're welcome, Sam. BEACONS. Cherie is in there. We're a family support group. I know that's right. So this is where you go. Miss Val, too. Look at Miss Val. She's in there. Dr. LeConte, a whole doctor. She's in there getting to this Courier money on her second contract. So you click get access, y'all. Then you can check out with Klarna and Afterpay. This is everything included that we went over. Klarna and Afterpay is going to pop up. Here it is finally. Okay, these are terms and conditions. Nobody will be doing a chargeback. It's no different than a book you go buy at the bookstore. If you don't have $13.75 to invest with Klarna or Afterpay, then, I mean, you don't need to be getting it anyway. Just let it be. Just do the free route. 5 stars all around. 5 stars all a freaking round. Let's remember, I just started going live at the beginning of May, you might as well say. Okay? So, let me show you Dr. LeConte in here on her second contract. Like I said, a whole doctor get into this Courier money on her second contract. Her and her husband do their own dream team. Not another Nicole. Another Nicole. I know that's right. Another Nicole. So, Dr. LeConte in Texas on her second contract. Don't play with Dr. LeConte. You want to see some more people? Miss Latoya, check the timestamps. July 28th. Senpex is an app. So that's why the others are actual courier companies. They got to be covered. She starts training tomorrow, which was July 29th. Welcome, Kay. The download link, y'all, check your spam and promotions folder. Check your spam and promotions folder. Everything is sent automatically by a computer. I'm not scamming nobody. Check your stuff and you should have it. I don't think anybody purchased twice. Let me check real quick if somebody purchased 2 times. Let me check. Okay. Let me see. All right, let me see if I see you 2 times on here. Let me make sure it actually went through 2 times because sometimes it'll say that. And Lizzie and yeah, you did. I'm about to refund you. I'm about to refund you for your second one. I'm about to refund it. Y'all, please pay attention to what y'all doing because really, technically, I don't have to. But because I have integrity, I will do it. But y'all, please, because now this is holding me up. So now, hold on. Let me, or if you don't mind, I'll process your refund in a second. Hold on. Let me just try to go ahead and do it. Now I got to go to another platform. I got to log into my stuff. Check your spam and promotions folder. Love, check your spam and promotions folder. It should be there. It's also instantly downloadable. So when you purchase, a screen comes up that says, here's your download. And you're supposed to be able to you're good, but you're supposed to be able to download it straight from there. Let me see. Customers. Let me see, what was the email you purchased with? Welcome, Crystal. Welcome, Crystal, to the community. Congrats, Crystal. Let me see. And Lindsay. Okay, I see. And Lindsay. Why are you not showing up on here, though? Hold on. Okay, yeah. I see it. I see the second one. Okay, you can watch me process your refund, Miss Nicole. I'm pressing refund. We're going to refund the full 55. As you can see, takes 5 to 10 days to appear. All right, refunded. Let me take my screenshot because not to say that you'll be playing, but people try to play. Take my screenshot. Okay. What was I doing? Let me also email you your guide again, since you say you don't have it on your end. Let me send you a copy of the guide. Emailing it. Okay, you got it? Well, I'm already in the process of doing it, so I'll just send it again. That's the PDF version. Just sent it to you again, love. Okay, thank you, love. You're fine. So let's get back to what I was showing y'all. Dr. LeConte on her second contract. Keep working, applying, following up, and responding. July the 15th. My girl Amethyst completed her first week. I know that's right. I'm excited for you, Miss Crystal. I'm excited for you. Thank y'all. And I'm excited to have y'all. Congratulations to all of y'all getting in. I'm not going to play with your investment. I promise you. All my people in R2R at the 3-week mark, they know if they have not seen success after fully doing their part, fully getting through the guide, fully doing what they're supposed to do, you're able to hit me up and let me know. And then I'm going to hop in there for you. Because y'all, when you've been doing this for years, it doesn't take you long to find contracts. I had somebody, my guy Ryan, in, what was he in? Is it Greenville, South Carolina? I think it's Greenville. Or am I making stuff up? I always forget the name of the city. But I didn't think I was going to find too much. I found him stuff. Okay, so I'm telling y'all, it's really nothing. So at the 3-week mark, you haven't seen success, you hit me up, I'll hop in there. So Dana finishing the onboarding. I know that's right. Purple Stone vibes. I have an in-person orientation tomorrow that's July the 2nd. Thank you, Mia love. Thank you. Well, now I know your real name, Miss Nicole. Thank you, Miss Nicole. Ronnie, this past Tuesday, got a contract. It most definitely is worth it because she's gonna stack. Miss Kimberly got a contract Wednesday, y'all. I'm just saying. Okay. Now, Fusa, in New Jersey, just got his van. Don't play with Fusa. That's not his real name, but that's his name here on TikTok. Okay. So get in the room, y'all. Get in the room if you want to, or don't if you don't. Now, let's move on. Let's get to the big money conversation. Let's get to this big money conversation. Y'all get in if you want to, or don't if you don't. It's not a requirement over here. Because now we're about to get to this biggest money. We're about to get to the biggest money out here, which is how to scale. It's pouring outside, y'all. It is pouring. Okay. It's sunny where you are. Must be nice. All right. Let's get to it. I realized I thought I bought the other girl's program and now I'm mad. I think I know who you're talking about. It is 99 here in Texas. $99? $99 is crazy. 99 is crazy. Not singing out there. K9 forever, my girl Caitlin. Look at my girl Caitlin. Y'all, the people in my community, they still come into the live and show love. Okay, they still come in here and show love. That should tell you something right there. So, wait. Y'all not gonna be able to see what I'm even writing. Oh, yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. Okay. Let's get into scaling, y'all. How long do I have left with y'all? Okay, I got a little over an hour. To get through this and to get back through the steps. So anybody wanting to know how and where to get started as your own independent courier? There's something on my lip. Y'all wanting to know how and where to get started as your own independent courier? We'll get back to it in about, give me like 25 minutes to get through scaling. 25 minutes. So around 11:45, we'll be back to the steps. Okay? Right now, we're getting to this big money. Scaling. So how you know it's time to scale? First of all, there's only 24 hours in a day, right? Only 24 hours in a day. So only so many contracts you can take on. You gotta sleep. You may gotta go to work. So there's only so many contracts. So when you hit that point where you're at max capacity, you can't take on any more contracts, then you know it's time to scale this business. Thank you, 80. It's time to scale this business. So we can't scale a business that we don't have, right? Before this, I preached to y'all that you don't have to have an LLC. It is not a requirement. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I gotta use the restroom. I'm gonna hold it, but only when I get through these first couple steps, and then I'm gonna go use it real quick. So scaling is at this stage that it's a requirement to have an LLC, to have an EIN, to have a business bank account, to have a business email. Let's just say business bank and email. Okay? What were we saying? So this is now a requirement. So we'll get LLC through our Secretary of State. We will not, I think it blocked something that you were saying. Woman, use it better. I'm just getting through these first couple. I'm going to. Y'all, I'm used to holding my back. If you worked in insurance, if you worked at a call center, you're going to be holding up. Not that it's good, y'all. Not that it's good. That's why I got to stop doing that. But I'm about to use it. Secretary of State. Okay, go through your Secretary of State. Now, EIN through the IRS. Don't get an EIN through anybody trying to sell you an EIN. An EIN is free through the IRS. Free through the IRS. Now, your business bank and your business email. Thank you, Sauce God. Your business bank and business email. Our business bank, we use a company called Novo. It's an online business banking platform. Okay? Y'all could use whoever. Okay? We use Novo. So this is not a brick and mortar bank. This is not like Chase where you could pull up to, withdraw your money, and speak with the teller. This is all through the phone. It's all digital. We're in the digital age, y'all, okay? So if you want to get signed on with Novo, I do have a referral code. It is my name, Kiana Thomas. If you've been in my live before, you know what I say about me putting my name out here. Because I really don't like to, but that has to be your referral code for whatever reason. I don't like it, but that's my referral code. Now, you try to do something crazy. You try to come to my house. In Georgia, we have the right to protect our home. So don't do nothing crazy because you're going to be the one hurting. Okay? So that is my referral code. Now, we both get $40. You have to keep a minimum of $100 in the account. After a month, we both get our $40. Now, email, we use Google Workspace. Google Workspace. Because you don't want to say, have an email that says @gmail.com. And y'all, it's nothing wrong with that, but it doesn't look as professional as it could be. So get a Google Workspace account or go through, like, there's other options for a business email, but you have to get your domain, and then you'll be able to have like .com. Okay? So I use Google Workspace. Now let me go use the restroom real quick. Y'all don't go anywhere. I'm not going to take all day. Okay. If you want this info, you're going to stay here. If you want this big money info, you're going to stay. All right, y'all. I'll be right back. All right, here I am. Let's get back to it. Y'all. Ooh. Okay. So, all right, that's where we stopped. So, let's get back. Thank y'all for staying. Look at y'all. Y'all some real ones. So, we got our LLC now, EIN, business bank account, and email. First method of scaling. Our first method of scaling. Y'all scale however y'all want to scale. Thank you, Kenyatta. Y'all scale however y'all want to scale. We went from the 2016 Kia Forte into the 2021 Ford Transit 350 extended high roof. Mouthful. I'm gonna show it to you. Now, the second van, because we did the first method of scaling 2 times. It's our business. It's our right to do that. Okay, we got a 2018. We went cheaper this time. We already had our big boy, our basically new baby. Well, it was pretty much new by the time we got it, a couple years old. All right, but the second van, we went 2018 Ram ProMaster 1500. Not extended, but it still has the high roof. Now this van about to be back right back up and running, y'all. But I told y'all my man gets back from the first route before 12. Okay, he's home. He was back before 12 today. Y'all saw when he got here. It was like 11. Okay, there it is right there. So you can see it looks kind of small, but y'all, it's really not small. It's really not. But it's smaller than our first van, which I'm about to show you. The first van is still out running, so my partners, hold on, because I'm about to show y'all something. Hold on. My partner usually he runs the Ford, but the Ram was giving us issues. When you go use, you got to know that you're going to be having probably a couple issues. You got to update some things, get some new parts in that thing, because especially the amount of miles that they run. All right. So right now, my man is driving the Ram and his brother is driving the Ford. But it used to be the other way around, and it's probably about to get right back to being the other way around. Let me show y'all the Ford. What video is it? Come on now, my brain is not working. Okay. The Ford is in the back. You can't tell because they're not really lined up directly, but this one is longer. It's extended. Notice how they both have high roofs. When you have a high roof, a forklift can fit in there. If a forklift cannot fit in, if you can't pull up to a warehouse and have a forklift load you up, you're already limited to the amount of cargo, the amount of deliveries that you can take on. So you need at least a medium or a high roof. If you get a low roof, you might as well have just stayed in a SUV, a pickup truck. Make sure you have a medium or a high roof when you go for a cargo van. Now, how do we get these vans? Let's talk about it. Nobody had thousands coming from Geico and Best Buy. Nobody had thousands to go spend on a van. Okay? Nobody had thousands. Got my lips dry. Nobody had thousands to go spend on a van. So this is why we started with our Kia and then scale when we were ready. So first of all, this starting where you are, when you don't try to keep up with the Joneses, okay, you're able to keep your overhead and your investment low as possible. Okay, then when you're ready, once you have your hands on this Courier money, it won't take you long to scale if that's your goal. It took us less than a year to go from the Kia Forte into our first van. It took us less than a year after that, more like 7-8 months to go from the first van to the second. Thank you, Sunshine, for subscribing. Thank you, love. So it won't take y'all long. So these are your options. You could go through your business, get the vehicle in your business name, which that is what I recommend. We're now trying to maybe look into getting these vans out of our name because you know better, you do better. But we did not have business credit already established. We did not have access to business funding. We just wanted to get our hands on these vans. So we got them in our personal name because credit good over here. Credit real good. Okay, so, but it's better to have it in your business name. That way, you know, it's not your van, it's the business's van. Okay, so go through your business, have access to business funding, or you don't have to have business funding, but you have to have business credit established to get a van in your business name. You can establish business credit through like fleet cards, through business credit cards. It's really not hard. So I really wish we would have probably did it this way, but it is what it is. You live and you learn, right? I'm not perfect. So then our vans, as you can see, we got them in our personal names. Y'all know how to get a vehicle in your personal name. Now, why was this allowed? Why were we allowed to pull up to the Ford dealer and get them in our personal name? Well, this one, and then for this one, it was a used van lot. They just had vans and box trucks, but they were reputable. What was the name of that? I have to ask him. I don't even know if he's up here. I can't think. It was in Atlanta. No, it was really in Lawrenceville, which was weird because I used to live in Lawrenceville. But we went to some, if I could think of the name, y'all, I'll tell y'all. What was the name of that damn place? I don't know, y'all. But it was a used, nevertheless, it was a used lot, okay? So that would only help the people in Georgia anyway. So that's where we went for the second. The reason we were able to do this in where's a good company to get a box truck, it depends on where you are. But just check the Carfax. Look up cargo vans near me. It's going to show you the cargo vans in your vicinity. And then you just go through, of course, a reputable place, check the reviews, check the Carfax, make sure it has one. I wouldn't go more than 2 owners, really. No accidents. Okay. And check the mileage, make sure everything, no lights or nothing on the dash. Facebook Marketplace is an option, but I'll be careful. But yeah, do your due diligence. Bring a mechanic with you. Bring a mechanic. But yeah, since our vehicles are under 10,000 pounds, these vans are under 10,000 pounds. So this is why we were able to get them in our personal name. Technically, they're not classified as commercial vehicles. So y'all know how to get a vehicle in your personal name. Either you're down payment ready and have good credit like us, or if you don't have good credit, you got to know that your payment is going to reflect that. And so now you got to make even more income. Thank you. Or you speaking to him, not me. But yes, thank you for dropping gems. Facebook Marketplace is an option too. We just have never did it because I've just been, that's a lot of money to be spending on Facebook Marketplace. But if you do your due diligence, but down payment ready, credit good, or if not, your payment's going to reflect that. So now you're having to make more income to offset the fact that you have a very high note. Okay. Or you're going to cash out. Those are your options. Y'all know that already. That's your two options. Now, I'm never going to cash out. I don't care how much money I have. If I can finance, I'm going to finance and save that money in my pocket. Okay. So this is how we got into our vans. Now, we didn't buy this second van for our driver. We already had the goal of getting a second van. If you know about the cargo van business, if you've been in my live before, you know what I'm going to say. It's a girl up here who was crying about, oh my gosh, y'all didn't tell me about the expenses in the cargo van business. This is what they don't tell y'all. Who is supposed to tell you about the expenses in a business that you chose to start? Or was that not your own job? This is what kills me about people. They want to point the finger. They want to point the blame instead of taking accountability. I don't know how anybody could do any research about the cargo van business and not know about the expenses. That's the first thing I'm going to know about a business that I'm getting into. I'm going to make sure that I know the expenses if I don't know nothing else. Okay? So, you can't walk the deliveries. What you mean by that? Like on foot? But basically, so yeah, she was complaining about that. It's nobody's business. Yeah, you kind of have to have a car. I don't know if people, I've seen bike courier work, like especially in the city like New York. I saw the bike delivery, but never on foot. Never on foot. But so yeah, it's not nobody's business to tell anybody what they're getting into. I don't know how anybody does any research and not know about the expenses when you get into cargo vans. You should know it's a lot of expenses. Okay, this is why we got a second van. This is what got us to the 6-figure business level. Oh, you was joking. I figured you was joking, but somebody may think you serious. I'm serious. Somebody may think they can do this by walking. How do you think? I had somebody ask me if they need a driver's license. I had somebody ask me, do they have to have a driver's license? How does she think she going to do delivery? I'm so serious. I'm so serious. Ask me, do they need a license? Yeah, you do. Okay. So anyways, so this was that. We already had the goal of getting our second van. Good morning, boss lady. Good morning. Good morning. So now that we had the van, it just so happened my partner's little brother, he was ready to make some money. He was ready to drive. Thank you, boss lady. Thank you. He was ready to drive. Thank you, 80, for liking a live. So we knew his work ethic. He was working at a brickyard, never late, got a good hustle to him. He's reliable, trustworthy. We were like, come on, brother. Come on. So when you start hiring drivers, you will start with people that you know and trust. Miss Boss Lady, thank you. You will start with people that you know and trust, okay? We're not risking our business name, our reputation, putting our business on the line for just anybody. Understand, as the master contractor, which is what we're now talking about, subcontracting out these contracts, that's how much money is out here, is the fact that we can subcontract basically a subcontract. Okay, that is how much money is out here. Okay, so master contracting, when you get into this, our business name, let's just put that, our business name and reputation is on the line. This is why we had to have the previous. So instead of filling out the application with your name, your email, your bank account, you will fill it out with your business name, your business email, your business bank account. Okay? Now, that lets them know that you're a master contractor. You'll be hiring drivers. And if they allow that, they will move forward with you. So let's say if you've been in my live before, if you've been here before, you know this example that I give. Aunt Sandy is an example. Now, this is not my Aunt Sandy. Before somebody thinks, oh, she just so rude, she gonna call her family out like that. No, but I got some of them in my family. Okay? Aunt Sandy is an example of somebody that we know, but we don't trust. Yes, she's in the family, but she's not reliable. She's always late to the family function, always has a freaking attitude, and she pulls up to the baby shower when they're opening the gifts. Okay? No, thank you, Aunt Sandy. Okay? You're not reliable. So Aunt Sandy's going to have nothing to do with our business. Bye-bye. Now, Uncle Jimmy, on the other hand, right, Miss Boss Lady said, Uncle Jimmy, on the other hand, is old school. He's reliable. Been at the electric company for 20 years. They just let him go. Now he needs a source of income. So Uncle Jimmy is reliable. We want Uncle Jimmy. He's going to show up and show out. He needs some money. So he's in an SUV. So we can easily, y'all, we looked at a contract paid $1,200 a week. Let's say it even paid, let's say it did pay $600. We can stack contracts. Either way, we make $200 a day from Uncle Jimmy in his SUV. We make $200 a day. But Uncle Jimmy, thank you, 80. Uncle Jimmy agreed to be paid $150. Now remember, no taxes is coming out of this as a 1099 contractor. So he agreed to be paid $150. That's $50 profit off the top from every day that Uncle Jimmy drives. We're not the ones driving. He is. He's out there. Okay. He needed this money. His vehicle, his insurance, his note, his gas. Okay. He's doing this. And he's not mad about it. Hey. He needs a source of income. Can I do the contract with a mid-sized car? Yes, ma'am, boss lady. Yes, 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 yes. Okay? We still run our SUV. You can see our SUV routes on my backup page. At R2R backup. Y'all, why is my backup like going up more than my main page? Videos going viral, viral, viral. I'm like, what the hell? Where's this love on my main page? I'm just playing, y'all. But yeah, you can see the SUV. We do this in the SUV, okay? We started in a sedan, a Kia Forte. How new does the car have to be? Usually like a 2010 is what the majority require, 2010. So any side, okay, yeah, thank you. So $50 profit off the top from Uncle Jimmy. Now we can find people in cargo vans. Now you don't have to know these people. I'm going to teach y'all how to vet people that you don't know. It's not anything complicated. You're subcontracting the contract that you talking about. Right. We're talking about subcontracting right now, Miss Boss Lady. We'll get back to how to do it on your own in about not that much longer, y'all. I know I said 11:45. Let's just say 11:55. Okay. I should be done, but I've been yapping. Okay. I've been yapping. So cargo vans. So these people in cargo vans, there's people over the road in cargo vans that no longer want to be over the road. They no longer want to be over the road. So, but because they are over the road, they don't have time to secure local contracts. But they want to be local, but they don't have the time to do it. So if we're going to do it as the master contractor, best believe we're going to take a percentage. Okay, best believe we're going to take a percentage. So we can easily double this in a cargo van. We find a contract that pays $400 a day. Now, that cargo van driver agreed to $300. Okay? Now that's $100 profit off the top. Together with just these two drivers, you made $150 in passive income from Uncle Jimmy and let's just call cargo van dude Tom. From Uncle Jimmy and Tom, we have made $150 profit every day that they drive. Now we need to pay them well because nobody wants to drive for little pennies and we want them to continue driving. They are still taking care of their own expenses. So of course we got to pay them decently. But we make passive income from them. Now, the last method of scaling. No. Before I jump ahead. Let's say your area is horrible. And I'm not talking to people that have businesses. You have businesses in your area, then courier work is being done. Body shops, dealerships, collision centers, nursing homes, pharmacies, doctor's offices, dental offices, eyeglass businesses, vet clinics, airports, shipyards, law offices, retail businesses. Courier work is being done. I'm talking to the people that barely have a Walmart. You got to drive 30 miles down the road to get to a gas station. You have no choice but to hire drivers in other markets because your market is horrible. Okay? So if that is the case, we're going to set up our LLC as a foreign entity. Get you a virtual address. Or get you a P.O. box, or use family and friends address wherever you're looking to hire, okay? And now you're able to hire drivers in other markets. I'm at work on break. If I miss what you're talking about, the contract, can I pull it up later? Yes, this will be available for live replay on YouTube at Road to Revenue. You can catch a lot of my lives. You got somebody, hey, Fusa. There goes Fusa, who just got in his van, who I showed y'all. Do not play with Fusa. Put some respect on Fusa's name. Congrats. So, yes, you can watch this. You need to show somebody this. You know, somebody sitting on their butt that could be making money with that car sitting in their driveway. Meanwhile, they're asking you for $20, $50, $100, $200. Not in this economy. You better get up off your butt and use that car to do some work. Now they have no excuse. So catch the replay on YouTube at Road to Revenue. So let's get into the last method of scaling, which is government contracting. Government contracting is going to be the biggest money we talk about today. The biggest money we talk about today is government contracts. Now, this is why I told y'all from the beginning that I'm not a gatekeeper. Now, a lot of y'all didn't believe me. Y'all try to compare me to these liars up here. Okay? So let's get to it. Great. Thank you. She Priority. Thank you, Nova, for liking the live. Let's get to how to transport for the government. When I say with a background, I don't really think so. But I don't want to say no. And y'all, because I don't know every single detail to government contracting. There's people that have businesses solely around, like their business is government contracting. Their whole business is seeking government contracts, bidding for them, and either outsourcing the work or doing it themselves. If that don't tell you something, I just don't know. So all of the government's contracting needs, not just for transportation, but for any industry, if they have a need that they're willing to outsource to business owners, it's going to be on sam.gov. Okay, so there goes Fusa. See, Fusa be knowing stuff I don't even know. Fusa be knowing stuff I don't even know. So look, he said you can, okay? You can. So let's pull up this government contract. So I had to tailor the website to transportation to find the transportation contracts. Now, this contract is probably no longer live, but there's plenty more where this came from. Think of everything that the government needs transported from medication to equipment, supplies, food, clothing, literal baby formula, all type of stuff. General freight, you don't know. Anything the government needs transported is going to be on sam.gov. I know people personally who have government contracts and they have a background. Okay. Still getting to that money. So let's look at it. Y'all. Let's look at it. Let me just show you the site so that y'all know how it looks. This is the sam.gov site. Okay. This is sam.gov. Thank you, Army Vet. Army Vet always in here showing love and sharing a live. I appreciate you, Army Vet. So if you've been here before, you've evaluated this contract with me before, okay? It won't hurt to see it again. We'll be done with this in 5 minutes, y'all. We'll be done with this in 5 minutes. So the government needed this junkie house cleared out. It's on a national park site, Dry Tortoise National Park, which is why it's a government contract, which is why this is considered transportation, because it's basically junk removal. They needed all of this cleared out and taken to the landfill where it needs to be disposed of. That is basically junk removal. Nothing complicated. Great. Okay. So, sorry, y'all. I know I've been talking for some time. Let's look at it, y'all. So this is the beginning of the contract, and what I just showed you was the end of the contract. It's nothing long and complicated, y'all. So we're going to look. How do we get considered? You should download it like I have. You should evaluate it, see if it's a need that you can take on. Hey, Monica, I don't know if you're staying, but good to see you. Download the contract, evaluate it. If it's something you can take on, that you think you can take on, upload it to ChatGPT. ChatGPT is going to work smarter for you. It's going to do the hard work. That way we can sit back and not wreck our brains, because we wouldn't know what to charge the government for this. We know how much we would charge a cousin, a brother, or somebody like in our family. But we know the price for the government is going way up. Thank you, Fusa. It's going way up. So ChatGPT is going to give us a competitive pitch or a bid. And you could say, hey, while you're at it, give me a budget for this as well. So now you have your bid and your budget, okay? So we upload our bid under this contract on sam.gov. If we are selected to move forward, they need to see from you a technical proposal, a narrative description of the past project, location of this project, 2 photos from this project, and a few references from this project. Thank you, 80. So that's what they need to see from you to be considered. Nothing complicated or crazy. So, and it has to be within the past 5 years. Y'all, that is nothing complicated. So if you are selected from there, okay, you are now what's called the awarded contractor. So now you can get this done for the government. Congratulations. We will conduct a preliminary assessment. We will see how many materials we'll need, how many tarps, how many crew members, what type of cleaning supplies, because we got to clean the place too. What size box truck we're going to need to rent, so on and so forth. Okay. Now, after that, once we're ready, we will start our on-site preparation. You'll lay down your tarps and your materials. Since this is a national park site, they're telling you we need to protect the residents and surroundings from damage during removal. Do not mess up the government's park site, okay? Hey, Coco Kiss, my girl Coco. It's good to see you, love. So, then we will collect, bag, and consolidate. Now we're actually starting the removal. Collect, bag, and consolidate the loose trash and debris. Remove the furnitures. Remove the furniture. Detach the cabinet. Disconnect the appliances. Sort and recycle. Thank you, Adrian. That's my uncle's name. I see so many people with names of people in my family, and I just love it. Like, my mom's name is Stephanie. My dad is Alan. My sister, Ashley. It's just like, I see y'all, and I just love it. But anyways, so now we can get this done, okay? So you will start, we'll come back to this in a second, y'all. But we're going to transport and dispose of everything at the licensed facilities, aka the landfills. Do a deep cleaning of the surfaces, the walls, the floors, the fixtures, the everything, all right? Do a final site cleanup of any loose debris or waste, and do documentation for compliance. Abide by safety considerations. You're going to work between the hours of 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, excluding federal holidays. We're going to be in environmental compliance, abide by the traffic regulations, have your parking permits and badges that they're telling you where to get from. And y'all, that's the end. That's the end of the contract. Now, they put in red, how the hell do we get off this island with all this crap and material? How do we get from this island to land in Key West in Florida? They are giving you the boat to use. Well, they're not giving you the boat. They're letting you use the boat to use for this. So that's why the answer is in red. They were like, don't panic, don't panic, don't panic. We're letting you use our vessel. So they're going to let you use the MVFJ. You'll load it up with your personnel, equipment, supplies, trash, debris, cabinets, furniture, appliances. It's the responsibility of the awarded contractor to load and unload the vessel in close coordination with the MVFJ operators. It's also the responsibility of the awarded contractor to provide their own transportation for disposal once at Key West. So their vessel is getting you from the island to land. Now you need that box truck to get all that crap from land to the landfill where it needs to be disposed of. Now we're going to rent a box truck. We're not going to buy one. That's the end of the contract, y'all. That is it. Oh, I done got out of it. Here we go. That is it, y'all. That is it. So it's nothing complicated. How long? There's no wrong answer. Somebody throw something out there. It's literally your opinion. How long would it take you and a few crew members to get this done? To clear everything out, to then go dispose of everything at the landfill, to come back and do a deep cleaning of everything. How long? How long, y'all? You and let's say maybe 5 people. How long? You don't even need 5 people. Maybe 2 or 3. Because the less people we can pay, the better. Okay? Somebody say something, y'all. Don't be nervous. 1 week. I know that's right. 1 week. Nothing crazy. So, The government always overestimates, and if you've been here before, you know this. They're giving us 150 days to get this done. All work shall be completed within 150 calendar days after CO issues the contract award. Notice how it says after they issue the award. Exactly. Damn is right. They overestimate for every freaking thing. Since the government drags their feet with everything, they think that we're going to drag our feet. So they're giving us 150 calendar days, not even just 150 days, because remember, we can't work weekends and we can't work, what did it say? Holidays. We can't work weekends or holidays. So 150 calendar days outside of your weekends, and no weekends, and outside of holidays. Okay. You have all that time to get this done. You're paid out to begin with. So best believe our bid or our pitch is going to equal up with 150 days worth of work. Now we got paid out that to begin with, so we can go rent our box truck, go hire our crew, get our supplies. And then as long as we get this done, oh, it does include all days. Okay, thank you, Brent, for correcting me. I don't know everything. Okay, but all I know is even including 100, we still don't need no 150 days. Okay, so you have 150 days total. So even including your weekends that you're not able to work, but we don't need nowhere near that time. We do not need anywhere near that time to get this done. Okay. Exactly. Plenty of time. So you're good, y'all. You are good. This is why this is a gold mine. Why do y'all think people have businesses literally just surrounding government contracting? It's because it's a gold mine. Now you got paid out all that money to begin with. Now, as long as that work is done within 150 days, you're good. Okay. That is government contracting. Well, that is this government contract. No two contracts will look the same, just like when we're going for regular courier contracts. They're going to depend on the need. It's going to depend on the requirements. It's going to depend on what kind of work that you're doing. So evaluate it, see if you can take it on, and then move from there. So we are done with that, y'all. We are done with that. I just feel like that's cool. I just feel like it's info that I like to throw in there because there's nobody else in the career game going over this info. And I wonder why. Okay. So how much would you charge someone for that? That's why I said we upload it to ChatGPT. I don't know how much to charge someone is, like a family member or somebody. Cool. We can formulate a cheap rate for that. But for the government, the price is going up. Thank you, Brent. You're the best. Thank you. And thank you for correcting me, okay? Because I don't know everything, y'all. I know a lot, but I don't know everything. Okay? I am not some Miss Know-It-All. I love to learn. That's why I love my community. People, y'all know that business credit is not my area of expertise. 2 of my people just dropped big money business credit info in the chat. This is why I say we put our brains together at Road to Revenue. We put our brains together. You're amazing. You're amazing, girl. I can't wait to see you in that Discord. I can't wait to see you in there. So let me put this back up. As promised, we're getting back to the steps, y'all. We're getting back to the steps real quick because I only have a little over 30 minutes with y'all. So 30 minutes for y'all to get into the community for $55 if that's what y'all want to do. Or $13.75 with Klarna or Afterpay. 30 minutes for me to address anyone's final questions, comments, and concerns. And 30 minutes for me to get through this rundown, do one more sneak peek, and that's going to be it. We're going to wrap up there. So 21 years old. We sure do. I'm a verified credit specialist as well, helping everyone in R2R. Okay? Don't play with my people. And Fusa just got that cargo van. Don't play with R2R. That's all I'm going to say. I need a private. What do you mean? You need to message me privately? Caitlin, you could do that. You in the community. You can message me, girl. You can message me. Now, y'all, the one-on-one, don't be confused by the one-on-one in my bio. The one-on-one is me doing everything for you. That's me sitting down like we're on FaceTime. I find everything in your area. I'm excited for you, sunshine. You need me to guide. So you're talking about the one-on-one. So the one-on-one is I need to sit down. I do everything for you. I do your resume. I fill your resume in. And I find everything that's in your area. That's the one-on-one. The ultimate guide is me giving you my resources that I use in the one-on-one, and you do it on your own. You apply yourself, because no matter if you get in my community or not, the guide isn't going to use itself, y'all. So you got to use the information. You got to get through what you purchase. Some people haven't even touched the ultimate guide. It's $125, y'all. I just do not play. For me to sit down and find all the leads that are near you is going to cost. Okay. So I don't play. But if that's not an option for you, there's Klarna and Afterpay options available with that as well. But if you don't want the one-on-one and you want to do it on your own, Caitlin's already in the community but still wants the one-on-one. Thank you, Beauty. Thank you for the heart me. But the one-on-one does come with the ultimate guide. So anybody that just gets the one-on-one, I throw the ultimate guide in and access to the community. Time is money. Exactly. Because it's not just the one-on-one for the hour. I got to spend all the time preparing for the one-on-one, doing your resume and finding what's in your area. Because I don't just, anybody that's had a one-on-one with me, I exhaust all options. I'm gonna find you everything that I can at that moment in time. Now, we know things that constantly evolve and change, but that's why I give you the resources to then still do it on your own after I give you what I give you. So yeah, y'all. Anyways, the requirements to be a courier: 21 years old, valid license, registration, and insurance, and a decent driving record. What's considered decent is no more than 3 infractions in 3 years. I just want to mention the one-on-one because like Miss Sunshine said, time is money. There's these content creators are selling $1,000 mentorship, and there's never a one-on-one. You may be able to maybe on one. You may be able to maybe on a quick call with them, but it is no one-on-one of them finding everything for you and holding your hand. I'm telling you, if it is, they're charging hundreds of dollars. Now, half of these people are not even degreed. Not that they need to be for this industry, but I have a whole business degree. I'm not just giving you courier info. I'm giving you info of how to market your courier service as a business. So it's well worth over 125 if we're being honest. But let's get back. I just wanted to say that it's 125. So vehicle time, I've seen even 5,000. Clock that, Miss Coco. Clock that. Okay. I'm sorry. These people should be ashamed of themselves. I'm just saying. It just blows my mind. And that's why when people get their pennies in a bunch over $55, I don't know. Okay. Vehicle time and insurance that we have available. It could be a sedan, SUV, minivan, pickup truck, cargo vans welcome. As long as it's at least a 2010, we're going to use that thing. Thank you, SIP. Thank you. Now, the time aspect, you could be part-time, you could be full-time. This could just be a side hustle, or you could take it all the way, make it your main source of income. Thank you, Beauty. It's up to you. It is up to you. Now, the insurance aspect of this thing, you're going to meet the insurance requirement in the contract that you're going for. So if they're requiring commercial, then there's no way around it. You got to get commercial. Now, if they're not requiring commercial, like the contract we looked at, it just said up-to-date auto insurance, you need full coverage. You need full coverage, but you don't necessarily need commercial. There's things other than commercial to protect you. Have business insurance. Add a cargo coverage. Up your standard policy your standard limit on your regular auto policy, your coverage limit. There's ways to protect yourself other than spending thousands on commercial insurance. Okay, so commercial, hold on, y'all. Caitlin, it blocked one of your comments. So commercial is for the business, right? It's for your business. It's for your business, Caitlin. So it protects that cargo. That's letting them know that you're using that vehicle for business use. So that's protecting your vehicle and your business, your cargo. Okay, that's commercial. A lot of people have commercial when they're crossing state lines, or if the contract, it can be a local contract and they can still require commercial. It's just if they want their cargo to be protected by commercial insurance. Now there's contracts that plenty of them that do not, like the one we looked at earlier. Like I said, the whole time we were in our Kia Forte, no commercial, y'all, no commercial. And even now, no commercial. No commercial. But y'all have to do what's required by y'all's contracts. Okay, our contractors, since we're local, we're not crossing state lines. Our vehicles are under 10,000 pounds, our vans. They did not require us to have commercial. Now, we have business insurance, most definitely. But we don't have commercial. Okay, so HIPAA and bloodborne. Let's talk about this. You get HIPAA and bloodborne pathogen certified when you're going for a medical contract. Until then, there's no need to get HIPAA and bloodborne. I'm wondering why I look weird, and this is why. Because it's not right. Now I look right. Okay, but HIPAA and bloodborne, you get that when the contract asks for it. So until then, we can put it off, y'all. And a lot of companies, if they want you to be HIPAA and bloodborne pathogen certified, they'll train you. They'll train you themselves. Thank you, Duchess, for sharing the live out. They'll train you. So that teaches you how to keep patient information confidential and how to safely transport biohazard materials. On the medical side, you can deal with people's bodily fluids, blood samples, urine samples, COVID shots, flu shots, medication, medical devices. One time we delivered radiology films. I hope I'm saying that correctly. So literally anything. So that's what that is for, HIPAA and bloodborne pathogen. Until then, all these other types of cargo, we deliver auto parts, no certifications needed. Auto parts got to get to body shops, dealerships, collision centers. You go to a mechanic for an oil change to get new tires, they need auto parts. No certifications. Now, I showed y'all the Home Depot delivery. I'm going to show y'all again. Printer paper and toilet paper. What certifications could you possibly need to deliver printer and toilet paper? It's not required. Don't get a parcel delivery contract like the one we saw with the mayorship and be talking about, oh, I'm HIPAA and bloodborne pathogen certified. They don't give a damn. They don't even know what that is. Okay? So no certifications needed. Liquor and luggage, no certifications needed. You got to be 21, of course. You touching liquor, got to be 21, but no certification. Legal document delivery. The law office is near you. A courier delivers. Now, notaries do it as well, but couriers deliver legal documents that don't require you to be a notary. All types of legal documents, unless it's something like very crucial, like maybe a deed on a house or like mortgage paperwork or like somebody getting served, I don't know, divorce papers or something, you may probably need to be a notary. But all the other types of documents that have to be transported to these legal offices, like regular standard paperwork, don't have to be a notary. What else, y'all? Airport deliveries. I'll show you the airport delivery. Get TWIC and TSA, the two come together now through TSA.gov. Get onto the airports and the shipyards and make the big money. You don't need HIPAA and bloodborne. You need TWIC and TSA, but not HIPAA and bloodborne. What else? I think I went over a lot. Okay, y'all get it. A lot of types of cargo to transport. HIPAA and bloodborne will only assist you on the medical side. When it's time to look for contracts, you look for Courier contracts on Google, Indeed, CB Driver. Google, Indeed, CB Driver. We do this daily. This is never one and done. I know you're tired. I know the kids got on your nerves. I know your boss breathing down your neck, micromanaging, giving you attitude. I get it. I was in that same position working at Geico. Literally, one of my peers, no, I don't know her because Geico, thousands of employees work for Geico, but she's literally in my area, works at the Geico location that I worked for that I just left in May. Okay. And I was basically, I made a pretty decent money, but my mental health was plummeting, being cussed out. So I'm just saying, none of that was worth my peace. So I finally decided to take a leap of faith to say F Geico. Okay. And now here I am. So I'm telling y'all, just start where you are. Start where you are. Now, everything may not be on Google. Purchasing the Ultimate Guide gives me access to, we're going to get to it, Crystal. You get access to the Discord. You get access to message me privately over there. You get access to the chat with all the other couriers, over 260. You get access to the resume, all my companies, my scripts to follow up, my live overview, my introduction, my keywords to find what's near you, all the nationwide companies, over 150. You get that all. You get that all. I'm going there now. I know that's right. I know that's right, Miss Nicole. So when you do get TWIC TSA, is it listed as a driver certification? Yes. Yes. On that resume, you need to highlight, I am TWIC and TSA certified, okay? That is the ultimate guide, Brent. That is the ultimate guide. I don't know why TikTok is hating on me, blocking that comment. That is the ultimate guide. So yeah, now depending on your area, everything may not be on Google or Indeed and CB Driver. Now, there's other courier boards other than that I give you. There's more than Google and Indeed and CB Driver. But even still, if you're in a real small area, everything may not be online. Go market your courier services to the businesses near you because somebody's doing their deliveries. Nothing can fall out the sky. Somebody is doing it. So I give you scripts for that reason. I give you a script to pitch your courier services to the businesses near you. I give you a script to know what to say to secure these contracts. Because if you're not speaking with confidence, y'all think they're going to trust you with their cargo? That is basically money. If you're not speaking like you know what you're talking about, you're not getting a contract. You're not. Okay? So I give you to what I say to these companies so that you can speak with confidence, so that you're not on the phone like wondering, am I saying what I need to say? Or you're not on Google and Indeed saying, is this a legit company? Is this a scam? Is this? Is it that? You know it's a legit company when you reference my list. Okay? You don't have to do any guessing. We skip to what matters. You reference the list of already vetted, already verified courier companies. The resume already done for you. So we're about to look at it because we've been through this now. We've been through this. I'm about to show you the cargo we move. And then I'm about to show y'all a sneak peek of the guide. And then that's it, y'all. I'm off here at 12:30. Y'all know I've been up here since 9:30. I've been up here since 9:30. Giving big money free info. Okay? So here's us in our vans. I'm not gonna click on each and every single one. That's gonna take up too much time. We about to do that sneak peek, Fusa. We about to do the sneak peek. So here's us in the Kia. I'll show y'all that one. Okay, here's us in the Kia. This is where this whole thing started, not in cargo vans, in a Kia Forte. You can see somebody else in their sedan pulling up to the warehouse, loading up the medical bags. This was with T-Force Logistics. T-Force Logistics going to the nursing home. They required you to wear vests like this. This was so cool. I said, look at us. Look at us doing this for money. Now, this is when we got into our first van. My man. Don't look at my man. That's my man. That's my dog. Well, our dog and me. Now, I was looking hurt in that photo. This is, I put the same car on Turo, like I told y'all. If you need to rent a vehicle, Turo has affordably priced vehicles. It's a whole lot of mileage included, so you don't really have to fret too much about mileage. If you need to rent, look at Turo as an option. Here's us delivering to Home Depot. Printer paper and toilet paper going to Home Depot. Now, what else I want to show y'all? A lot of stuff is not big. A lot of people are couriers, y'all. You can check the timestamps y'all need to. We do this for real. I was behind this person at the red light. Look at them in Georgia. Got the courier sticker in the back window. That's my first time ever even seeing anybody have that. When we got our second van, here we are. May 5th of this year. I know that's right. If nobody's proud of us, I know we are, and I know God is. Because I'm just telling you, family is going to hate on y'all. When y'all start leveling up, family and friends, don't be looking to them for a congratulations. That's just all I'm going to say. A lot of people, even your own family, can be haters. Here's us at the airport. Get TWIC TSA clearance delivered to the airports. I know that's right. Delivered to the airports. Make the big money. I'm proud of you if nobody else is. And I'm proud of you, Fusa. I'm proud of you and I'm thankful for you. Thank you. Okay. What else, y'all? Here's an SUV route. I know a lot of y'all are not in big vehicles. Look, this was from June. Okay. We still have run our SUV since then. Literally last week we were running the SUV. You can see it on the backup page at R2R Backup. It's in my bio. Thank you, Duchess. So everybody's like, I want to be a medical courier. I want to be a medical courier in the comments because this video went viral. These are auto parts. Auto parts. Paying. Okay? So here's people in my community securing contracts. Two companies starting the onboarding process. Mo Bless. I just want to give a big shout out to Road to Revenue for guiding my way into my first medical courier position. Today was my first day with, and I know it's more contracts to come. I know that's right. Just received a response. Y'all, even people in my real life. Well, here's somebody for the live, G Money. If you're here, just do it. Purchase it on Friday. Already talking to my first company on today. Somebody in my real life just got off with, I start with them 714. I support people all around. Miss Teresa, I wanted to share some exciting news. I recently landed a gig with. Additionally, I received a email from requesting my driver's license for a background. Let's remember to apply every day and not give up. June 27th, July the 2nd. Good afternoon. Quick update. I have an in-person orientation tomorrow with. July 15th. Good morning, everyone. I'm onboarding with. Amethyst. I have completed my first week with. How can I stack contracts? I know that's right. Dr. LeConte, a whole doctor. Get into this career money. If that don't tell you something, I don't know what will. Just landed contract number 2. Keep working, applying, following up, and responding. Nelly, giving me props on the guide. Telling me that it gave him a sense of direction. His sprinter about to be out the shop, about to start locking down these contracts. Okay? So let's just end on this note. Any money you spend bettering yourself, learning new skills, and leveling up is never a waste. Ever, ever, ever. Now, this isn't my post. So if everybody else knows it, I mean, come on now. You're not going to get years of people's big money info, all my companies, access to me and my community, my scripts, my keywords, my resume for free? Come on now. I gave you so much for free. 55. Now, these are the scammers. You did the 55 deposit. Now you need to add 144 to complete it. Understand? First of all, I won't talk to anybody like that. That's how you know this is not me. I know that's right. Excuse me? Because, if it's not from this page, I won't message you anything like this. $199 for our mentorship, $1,500 a week, $3,500 a month. I'm a seasoned professional in the medical courier industry. This should be the red flag right here. What do I always say? I'm not concerned with being a medical courier. Please. Now, we finally took business photos. Thank you, Duchess. Finally found a little time to take some quick business photos on a whim, y'all. No, let me not play that because I'm going to get flagged on YouTube for copyright. But y'all can see it on our page. Okay, Miss Latoya, July 28th, 3 companies starting training. Ronnie, secured a contract. I know that's right. Tuesday. Kimberly, got a contract Wednesday. Like, don't play with me. Do not play with me. Okay, let's do the sneak peek of the ultimate guide. All right. Thank you, 80. Introduction to the industry, requirements, supplies, and the links to the certifications. My whole entire live overview. Thank you, Chris. All my keywords, okay? So in the overview, y'all, the different types of cargo, the LLC insurance conversation, business bank account, all of that is there. Briefly touches on master contracting, but the all the info is in the chat in the Discord too. That comes included. You will just search master contracting. Just search hiring drivers. Okay, it'll come up. Anything you need to know in the chat, use the search feature. Anything I've said about that topic will pull up. You get the keywords to search for all types of cargo. Thank you, Rob. You get my courier company list. Somebody else was liking. A lady, I couldn't see it, went quick, but I appreciate you as well. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Pack filled with companies, links already included. All right? So we're not wasting time about anything. Now, the links are not directly clickable, y'all. There's a glitch with it. I tried to clear it. Y'all know technology. Okay? I would have to remake the whole guide. Okay? So drag to copy the link or just search up the name of the company at the end, but all of it is there for you. You get all the companies, you get my resume, you get my scripts to effectively follow up, to say what I say, to secure our contracts. That is the hardest part. You get another script to pitch your courier services, to market your courier service to the businesses near you, to get away from a middleman, an application, a courier company. Form your own direct relationship with these businesses near you. You got a pharmacy on a corner. You got a mom and pop, a dental office. You have a law office downtown. You go to your mechanic on Main Street. Market your courier services. You get my scripts to effectively follow up. I think I said that. Yeah, so to check on the status, to communicate about delays, and to pitch your courier services. It's there along with plenty others. Just how to, professionally communicate in this game. Especially when you're in a industry that you've never been in before, you may not know how to communicate certain things. So I give you different scenarios and how to communicate it. Now, they're already tailored to medical, since everyone loves medical. They're tailored to medical. You'll switch out the medical words for auto parts or legal documents, liquor, luggage, airport deliveries, so on and so forth. Now, let's look at it before y'all have a heart attack. You can read word for word. You can read it. You can read it. When you purchase, you'll see it all. Okay? Now, when you're reading this, you're going to say, damn, that sounds exactly like Kiana. Damn, that sounds exactly like Kiana. I don't have to make no guide with ChatGPT. Okay? Introduction to the industry. Requirements, expectations, links to certification, supplies. My whole entire live overview, all the tips, all the gems that I drop on live right here at your fingertips. All my keywords to search for all types of cargo, not just courier contracts near me or medical courier contracts near me or auto parts contracts near me. All of that will still probably show you other types of cargo like it did when I looked in Atlanta. But the more specific you are in your search, the better your results will be. Y'all, you could do the free route. I'm serious. Like, do it for free on your own if you don't want to get in. I gave y'all some really good info. You don't have to join my community. But if you've been doing a free route, if you don't know who's trusted, who pays well, if you don't have a good sense of direction, if you don't know how to search for all types of cargo, if you don't know how to speak to them in a way that secures these contracts, if you don't know how to use the internet to your advantage because you don't know what to even search for, it doesn't matter that you do the free route. How old do you have to be? I tried to start before, but most of them said 21. Exactly. Yes, ma'am. Gotta be 21, love. Gotta be 21. So you plug in, how long till you 21, girl? How long? Plug in my keywords into my courier boards and find everything in your direct area. Okay? This is why, y'all, the nationwide companies are cool, but how do we find what's near us? That's what matters. Okay? So you plug my keywords into my courier boards. Yes, there's Google and Indeed and CB Driver. There's more than Google and Indeed and CB Driver. I'm 29. I got to wait 6 more months. Okay, girl, that's not long. That is not long. You could be getting prepared in that meantime. 6 months will fly by. Honestly, y'all, 6 months, just get everything together. Once you get your ducks in a row and, make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into, prepare yourself, you'll be fine. The courier game is not going nowhere. There is no age limit on master contracts. That is the truth. That is the truth, too. You can hire drivers. I like to say you kind of need to know what you're doing first before you can instruct, drivers. But it's really not nothing complicated. You could probably figure it out. So if you want to tap into hiring drivers, you can do that. I know Courier Express is the company that hires you at 18. They say 18. Now, like you said, the majority are going to say 21. So then you work your way down the nationwide companies, but we need to find what's near us first. There's more than Google and Indeed and CB Driver. Okay. Now you work your way down the nationwide companies. Here's my resume that I use to secure our contracts. And here are our scripts that I spoke on earlier. Now you also get access to the chat. This comes included. No monthly subscription. Dr. LeConte, who's on her second contract, a whole doctor out here. Okay, she's in my community. I got people in box trucks. I got people that have been in the game. I got people at the beginning stage. I got people at the expert level. Okay, I'm just saying, y'all, get in the room. You see all these couriers? Like, come on now. Get in the room. I motivate. I drop tips and leads on top of what I give in the guide. Is it Shakina? Welcome, Shakina. Welcome, Shakina love. I give stuff on top of what I've already given. I give stuff on top of what I've already given across the whole East Coast, West Coast, and what are it? East Coast, West Coast, and the Midwest. Okay, I don't leave anybody out. So anyways, too much big money info. Let me wave to all my people that just got in here. Okay, some people, they wait to get into the Discord. Don't be afraid, y'all. We're going to welcome you. We are going to welcome you. Just today, I was dropping motivation, telling people, let's go, y'all. Let's grind. Let's do it. I know it's Monday. I know we're tired. Get over here. You're able to message me privately. If you're scared, do it scared, knowing that at the 3-week mark, if you haven't seen success after actually doing your part, don't BS me, y'all. After you've actually done your part, if you haven't seen success, you're able to hit me up. No one left behind, like Fusa said, and I hop in there for you. Okay? I did that for Miss Tracy. Miss Tracy was having a hard time in San Antonio. I hopped in for Miss Tracy. Miss Tracy is now leaving her job. Miss Tracy is now about to leave her job, her full-time job, because I hopped in there for her and I got her a contract. Okay? So just Lawrence, welcome Lawrence. I see y'all. Congrats to y'all. Welcome to Road to Revenue. I'm happy to have y'all on the big money team. At the end of the month, we're doing a whole Courier webinar, not just for R2R. I'm gonna open it up to people here on TikTok. Tickets will be $20 for y'all here on TikTok and $10 for R2R members. We're going to do a whole entire breakdown of everything, the whole process. Some people really, even with the guide, and I don't know how, but even with the guide, they're just feeling as if they're overthinking it, that they need some more help. And I'm like, we're about to sit down in a whole live webinar and do the whole process together, beginning to end. So we're doing that the last Sunday of this month, the 31st, okay, on Zoom. How to get in the Discord, you have the guide. Search Discord or search Road to Revenue Sunshine in your email. It may have gone to your spam or promotions folder. If it's not there, Miss Sunshine, send me a DM with the email you purchased with. Before I get off here, I will send it to you. I'm going to give y'all, should I give y'all 10 more minutes? 10 minutes total, not 10 more, but 10 total. I'll probably give y'all 10 minutes to do this. So let me set my timer. To get to it, y'all, I'm about to show you how to get to it. Set a timer 10 minutes. You'll click my profile You'll click my profile picture in the top left-hand corner. You will click it one more time, okay? Once it pulls up there for you, it should bring you right to my TikTok page. It should bring you here. If you are not here, then you're not in the right place, okay? If you are not here, you are not in the right place. Then you will go right here where it says beacons, BEACONS. It has a little link for you telling you, okay, this is where we go. You'll click here. As you can see, it's originally 75. So when I get off here in 10 minutes, it is going back up to 75, y'all, because I know my information is valuable. People tell me it's literally worth hundreds. I know my information is valuable. People tell me it's literally worth hundreds of dollars. Could be like these liars. Meanwhile, they're not even in the game. No cargo anywhere on that page selling hundreds of dollars worth of a guide. Meanwhile, we have the cargo to prove for it. We're actually in the industry and I'm only selling it for 55 or originally 75. I'm not in the business of scamming a soul, y'all. We're making our career money. This is why I made it affordable. I know the status of our economy. I know times are hard. Okay? So this is everything we went over that's included. These are the terms and conditions. It's no different than a book you go get at the bookstore. Okay? It's a digital educational resource that's yours forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Instantly downloadable. You can check out the reviews. 5 stars all around. Okay? And what else? You can check out with Klarna or Afterpay. Put your name in, put in your email you want it to go to, leave the discount field blank. It's already on sale. Then check out with your card. Okay, you found it. Great, love. Great. Check out with your card or Klarna or Afterpay for the $13.75. $13.75. I think more people get approved first with Afterpay over Klarna. So just try Afterpay first if that's what you're looking to do. Y'all got how many minutes? 7 minutes and 45 seconds. Let me check my DMs in case somebody's having any trouble.
63 days ago.
Let me see. Oh, 80. I see you in my DM. It's through the same link that I just showed for the one-on-one if you want the one-on-one. But I'll drop the link in our conversation for you as well. I'll drop the link there as well for you. I opened up more one-on-one dates because, y'all, I was only doing it for January. Because when I say it's some work, especially in some people's areas, you know, they're in a tougher market. I really got to get out there. I really got to get in there and search. Okay. So I don't play over here. But I decided to open more dates because people were asking. So I delivered. Let me, how do we go back? Let me just, I got so many tabs open, it's ridiculous. Let me see. Beacons. Yeah, here we go. Yep. I'm sending you that link right now. Hold down, 80, hold down the link to copy and then paste into your browser. I love y'all. Y'all are showing love. It used to be to where, y'all, what I don't understand is people believe, when I was first starting this page, when I was first going live, people believed me more then when I had no followers to show for it. But now that it's like I've gained followers, it's like now people don't believe. Now I'm some like liar or something. And a lot of times people jump down my throat. A lot of times people compare me to these liars. A lot of times people never even try to hear me out. They report the live. They're real nasty. They say all kind of stuff out the side of their neck and then get mad. It is crazy. It's like, so you believe me when I had 1,000 followers. Now that I got 14,000, now it's a problem. Now I'm a scammer. Now I'm a liar. It's just ass backwards if you ask me. But I get it. It's because of these liars. They have thousands of followers, hundreds of thousands at that. Meanwhile, they're not delivering on their end of the bargain. I always told my people, if it gets to the point to where I'm not able to really support, as you see, I had no unread messages. If it gets to the point, it's 55, not 500, 55 or $13.75 with Klarna and Afterpay, 4 installments of $13.75. But I said, if it ever gets to the point to where my quality is now lacking, I am now not able to really support how I should be, what I said I was going to do, we gonna end it there. It's going to be done. Okay. I'm not ever going to overextend myself. I learned my lesson from doing that at Geico. I'm a top performer. Meanwhile, my manager coming to me telling me, oh, you did so good this week. Now let's, next month, let's aim for this. Am I not the top 1% of my department? And you telling me to do even more, but you're not talking to this heifer over here that stays texting on her phone? Oh, that's a little odd to me. Don't let that change you. Let them be. And I do. And that's what I've had to learn. That's what's up. Thank you. That's what I've had to learn. I used to let the haters get to me. If you've been in my live previously, it's been times where I've cussed people out. I'm not gonna lie. And then I had to go talk to God about that. You cannot control other people, but you can control your reaction. You can control how you respond. And that's what I had to learn. Like, everything does not deserve my energy. It doesn't. It just doesn't. Why am I getting myself worked up because you want to be mad and a hater? I'm not going to let that affect me any longer. Going through that now at my job. Exactly. You give your all to these companies and they want you to do more? Like, the audacity that y'all have. Hold on. you do your best and they want, exactly, you do your best and they want more. And that's what, literally, I knew I was done when I had my final meeting with my manager, because he knew that we had been in the courier business. Like I said, we started the business in 2023. I just left Geico in May. So he knew that we had this business. But you know how people naysay, they never think that you're going to leave. They never think that you're going to leave. I'm a whole manager and had to take a mental leave. I know that's right. Okay, because it goes the other way around too. These people slacking, not doing anything, and then that's affecting your numbers and your results. They wanted me to be a supervisor because y'all know I have my degree. But I said, I always had to in the back of my head that I'm way beyond Geico. I'm way beyond this. I knew that God was speaking to me and telling me, you have a passion for teaching people. You have a gift that is beyond corporate America. Okay, so I knew this, and I knew that if either it was me getting in with my man and doing it with him full time in the courier business, or if it was me teaching other people something, I just knew that I was no longer going to give my all to Geico. I just knew that, because no way you're sitting in my face. I'm the top performer and you telling me to do even more. F off. Okay, please kiss it. Okay, so I knew then when I said that to that man, I said, you know what? They coming to me wanting me to be a supervisor. I said, you know what? I would take you up on that offer, but I'm honestly thinking of, and I knew I didn't care when I said this to him. I'm honestly thinking of taking a step back and being an entrepreneur, either getting into the business with my man or doing something of my own, because honestly, I just can't do it anymore. And he wasn't mad. He was like, you know, I feel you. I get it. Because, I mean, that man's exhausted too. Okay? So it's just like, hey, you can't blame me for wanting to step back. You cannot blame me. So that was that. And I've been at peace ever since. When I say I left Geico, I turned that badge in. I slapped that thing down. Like when I say there's no better feeling than that. There is no better feeling than being able to let these heifers go. Like, that day was probably the best day of my life. I'm not even gonna lie, because I don't have no kids. I'm sure when that time comes, okay, I'll have something, you know, better. But that day, to be able to kiss that job goodbye, oh, it just don't get no better than that. It just don't. It just don't. And the man, when I turned my badge, my laptop and everything in, he was like, oh, you know, they're not supposed to ask you. But he was like, you know, what happened? I said, nothing happened. I'm a top performer. I am leaving. I'm choosing to leave. I'm choosing to leave. Okay. But of course, I did this with a plan. I did not jump and just do something. Y'all, I'm getting up off here because the timer went off. I'm just gapping at this point. But I did this with a plan. I plan out everything that I do. Down to the courier business, me and my man planned the whole thing out to a T. When we were getting into cargo vans. Now, when we just were in the Kia Forte, we just needed some money, honestly. Just needed some money. But when it came to getting into these vans, I don't just hop into stuff. I'm going to research everything that I can. I'm going to know what I'm getting myself into. Same thing goes for anything else that I've done. Thank you, Bryce. It's good to see you. Thank you. Like, you got to have a plan. You want to change, you got to make a change. Thank you, Jersey Peach. You got to apply yourself. So I didn't just say, oh, I'm just leaving Geico. Okay. I knew if it wasn't Turo again, because the car I put on Turo, the Kia Forte, it was stolen by the Kia boys. I had that Kia since high school. The Kia boys came and got me. We moved into a new house. Why they stole the Kia from right in front of our house? Why they stole that thing from right in front of the house? And I had the anti-theft technology. I had all the little stuff. They still got that damn Kia. And it just was like, that was just God telling me, like, don't let this stop you. Just pivot. Just pivot. No, I'm in, I was about to say my exact city. I'm in Georgia. Okay, I'm in Middle Georgia. I believe I downloaded. I can't find it. Okay, let me see. What's the email that you purchased with? But yeah, Yeah, y'all gotta have a plan. Like you ready for a change? Just make the plan every day. Sit down and make a plan. Make steps, y'all. If you don't have steps, if you don't have a sense of direction, you're going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to feel as if I'm in over my head, and it's gonna keep you from even doing anything. Lay some steps out, okay? Have an end goal and write down the steps to get there and apply yourself. So, like I said, I knew if it wasn't Turo again, because I know Turo, I could easily get back into Turo. I got two, don't know which one I did, but I'm going to give you both if that's okay. Yes. So yeah, if it wasn't Turo, I tried my hand at digital marketing. Not for me, okay? Well, this is still technically digital marketing, but not in that sense. You know, when y'all know about that stuff. I tried Amazon FBA. When I say I was just trying to get out, I didn't care by any means necessary. I knew I would be an entrepreneur. So, Amazon FBA, that was some bull. Okay, you got to have thousands. That's what they don't tell y'all about the Amazon FBA when they're up here talking about it on live. You need thousands. It's an inventory business. If you don't have money or access to that capital, first of all, why would I have a inventory business when I can have a digital business, when I can sell a digital resource? Anything that y'all have information about, just like I know the Courier game through and through. Let's say y'all know literally anything. This is what I was saying earlier. Like, people act like people are not selling guides on a whole bunch of bull. Okay? People have guides for how to do lashes, how to cook, I saw a postpartum guide. Women that are struggling with postpartum, that's a real thing. Somebody is now selling a guide of how to get through postpartum depression. There's guides for credit. There's guides for any and everything. And it's like, it's not a scam. It's just that if you relate to the person, if you see that they're really in the business and they really know what they're talking about, get over there with them. Any information you have, hey Juan, thank you for liking the live. Any information you have that you're knowledgeable in, put it into a digital resource and you could do the same thing. People need information. They don't want to take all the time that it takes to piece together, oh, this info from here, or this info from here, this info from here, that info from there. By the time they do all of that, weeks and weeks have gone by, maybe months. So why wouldn't I go to somebody that's already done all of that for me? It's just like, y'all got to understand. And my man, he's into investing. That's the real key to wealth. Crypto was just signed into law. Y'all saw my Robinhood notifications. Okay? So right now, the stock market is down. And that's not a bad thing. Anybody that knows about the stock market, this is the time to get in. Y'all better be investing in some stocks. Y'all better take y'all a look into crypto and stop thinking that everything is a scam. That's what they want you to believe, to keep you behind. If everybody's into it, if everybody's doing it, it can't be a damn scam. Can't be too much of a scam. Okay? You got to know what you're doing. But I'm telling y'all, he's going to do a whole investing webinar. I'm going to do a marketing webinar. I'm going to do a mindset webinar. Mindset is everything. We're doing the Courier webinar at the end of the month. I'm going to do a Turo webinar. I'm going to do a budgeting webinar. If you don't know how to budget personal expenses, how could you ever manage business expenses? This is just, y'all, I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. Okay? I'm up off here, y'all, because I could yap all day. I could yap all day, y'all. I really could. But I know my man already irritated. I know he's irritated because we got somewhere to be. So I'm about to go. I'm about to get off here. Let me change my price before somebody catch me slipping. Because it happens. I forget to change my price. Next thing you know, I see a sale for $55. And I don't get mad or nothing. I mean, you got in. You got in. Okay, y'all. Happy Monday. Thank y'all. Oh, Lord. Excuse me. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Okay? I've been up here with y'all for 3 hours. Well, a lot of y'all. So I thank y'all for tuning in. I thank y'all for being positive today. It's Monday. It's a new month, new energy, new money. Okay? Get out there, do your part, and I will see y'all. I go live weekday mornings, new time, 9:30 to 12:30 Eastern. We're not doing 9 to 1. That's too much. That's overkill. Okay? 9:30 to 12:30 Eastern, y'all. Eastern. You can catch this replay on YouTube at Road to Revenue. I'm gonna download it and upload it. I should have it uploaded by maybe, let's say maybe like 6 o'clock, 7 Eastern time. Okay? I'll see y'all another day, or I'll see you in the community. Okay? Bye, y'all.